Okay, you're recording. I'm recording. Three, two, one.
Whoa, it's not gonna. Oh, whoa. Oh, okay. I think. Okay, do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
I feel like I just explained to you how this
I
works.
only got it after you
You
did
don't
that.
also have to clap. Only I have to clap.
Wait. So when you clap, I'm gonna start the music, and then okay.
No!
What are we doing?
Wait, why are we having two
The
recordings?
reason I am clapping is so that in post-production, I can put your video and my video, your video, which has the audio of just the Roll20 stuff, and my
Yes,
video, which has the audio of everything else, and I can sync it to when my fingers meet visually, so I
but
know where the
it's not gonna.
music.
It's not gonna work because I'm recording. For some reason, my thing only record. I don't think it records the split screen. It only records the picture of the Roll20 map for some reason. I can double check.
Please do.
Okay, I'm gonna stop the recording.
Okay.
Recording in session.
I'm so glad that
Yeah,
I've been
Addie,
recording this whole time.
it only shows me the Roll20 map, and I'm afraid if I fuck with it, then it just won't record it'll just start recording or Zoom, or it'll start recording or the thing. So let's do the thing I suggested, where when you clap, I'll start the music on Roll20 because I think the music on Roll20 starts very quickly.
If you're doing that, I don't need to clap. You just need to cue the music. Okay. How about you let me know when you started recording? And then I will cue you for music. And you just click. Because my, I don't know if you know this, but your Zoom is picking up your mouse clicks. It's picking up everybody's mouse clicks. That's not something we can get away from.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna start. Wait, so you're just gonna tell me when to start recording?
Uh-huh. Are you recording?
Okay. I'm not right now.
Okay, start recording.
I clicked the button.
Okay. Are you all loaded in?
It says, wait, actually, give me 1 sec. I'm gonna make sure that I'm clicking on the right web page.
I'm
Okay.
about to cry real tears, everybody.
Okay. Okay. It should be good now.
Okay, are you recording?
I'm not right now. So tell me when to start.
Start recording.
I am recording.
Okay. Is it all loaded? You said it needed like a 2-3 second delay.
Yeah, it's in. Yeah.
Okay.
Where the timer's ticking, yes.
Okay. This is Dreams of an End character creation. There is literally only one take. 3, 2, 1. FYI, if you're playing audio, I can't.
I'm not playing audio right now.
Okay.
Was I supposed to play audio on 3, 2, 1?
Yes.
Okay.
What? I'm gonna.
I guess there are multiple takes, in fact.
Just say it again. Just say it again. Say the words again.
Sarah, are you okay?
Sorry. Yeah, this is just I'm severely sleep deprived, and so everything's funnier than it should be, but also this is still really funny.
No, I'm sure it's hilarious.
I'm so I know it's not for you, and I'm sorry.
Just say it again. Say it
It's
again.
great. I'm just very tired, I think, at this point. Okay.
Oh my god. I need to stop taking Tara's image out of existence. Give me a second. How do I do this?
What?
Okay, don't worry. Everybody pay attention now because we're starting for real
Oh,
this
okay.
time, provided we don't have a take 3 or 4. Okay, this is Dreams of an End character creation. So episode 0, take 2 somehow. Give me music in 3, 2, 1.
Everyone hears music?
It's like very soft. Should I turn on my own volume?
I can turn you
He's
up.
gonna turn it up.
Like the music is very soft to me compared to like, for example, Addie speaking.
I think that's
That should
okay.
be
I don't
fine.
want, yeah.
That's not
It's
gonna
not
matter
gonna.
in post-production because I'm putting it all in there myself anyways. It's just your experience. Would you like for the music to be louder?
Yes, for
I
my
also
experience.
think for your personal experience, if you go into one of the tabs on Roll20, you can adjust it for yourself.
Oh, because it's coming through Roll20, right?
Yes.
How do you do this? Now playing Pound Music, Peace in the Realm, Bonnie Grace.
Yeah. Okay, so I fear I have maybe not explained correctly how filming works. But when I say 3, 2, 1, go, I was expecting you to give me music and then start doing your spiel.
I mean, you can just cut it at any point, right?
Yeah, I will just cut it at any point, but unless you wanted the music to like start
No,
there, you know what I mean?
no. We can we can have like the main screen going, and then the music will just continue from there.
Okay. And there was no point in me doing this lights, camera, action thing, Michael.
Oh, okay. Well, I was a little confused while we were doing it.
Okay. Is everybody ready?
Yes.
Okay. Whenever you're ready, Michael.
Okay. I'm gonna let the second string start. Give it like a second because it ended perfectly whenever we said everyone's ready. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Dreams of an End. My name is Michael, and I will be your game master for this campaign. We're not going to be starting your campaign today, but we will be doing a bit of character creation, which is just as important and hopefully just as fun as the actual campaign. Just for some context, if you've never seen us and you're not one of our family or friends who are watching this, we are a group of very busy law students, so I don't know what the posting, filming schedule is going to look like for all of this. Hopefully we're going to have stuff, coming out at a decent pace, but we can't promise anything. And also, apologizing in advance for any niche legal jokes that we make. I think I can say that for all of us. Before we get into the actual game, everyone else want to introduce themselves? I don't know who wants to start.
I can start. My name is Alex. I'm a second year law student, as the name tag suggests. I'm pretty new to D&D, so I'll be messing up a lot more than my peers over here. Thank you.
Yeah, hi, I'm Liam. I'm also a second year. Looking forward to playing through the campaign with everyone.
Hi, I'm Tara. I'm the first year student of the group. I've been playing D&D for 6 years, the past 5 of which I've been teaching it to middle schoolers. So I'm really excited to finally get to play again.
Hi, my name is Addie. I am a second year law student. Very excited to play, but also super excited to be doing all of like the audio and visual stuff behind the scenes. So if you see me looking off into the distance, that is what I'm doing. I promise I'm still paying attention.
All right. Speaking of audio and visual stuff, uh, I'm not sure how much of the music is getting recorded. So, but we can figure that out for next time and make sure that gets figured out for our actual session zeros.
I'm cutting that out.
If you, I mean, you can leave it in. People deserve to see, the technical background,
the
what's going
sausage
on.
is made.
Yeah, how the sausage is
I
made.
I would err on the side of cutting it out, but we can leave that executive decision to Addie.
Yeah, I mean,
What
I
what
think
if we have a blooper reel?
There are
I
gonna be
don't think people are
so
that
many
interested in us.
the blooper reel is gonna be longer than the. I think what's happening is there might be some like hotkey that I'm pressing or something. I don't know. but it's randomly pausing my recording on my end. We can play around with that over the weekend.
That's a later problem. Shall we get to the actual character creation?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay, so there's a bunch of stuff that we need to do. I made a Google sheet for you guys to fill out for your character stuff. I think it might make sense if we just talk a little bit about the characters that we want to play first before we get into rolling, any stats or anything like that, so we can discuss team composition and how people are going to be fitting into lore and stuff like that. We are playing in a homebrew world that's called Missoria, that I've created for this campaign and previous campaigns I've played as well. But the classes and races and things like that are all going to be standard 5e Dungeons and Dragons. I have a couple of home rules that I play with. The people who played with me before know them, but I'll go over them, I think, a little later after we kind of start talking about characters. Does anyone want to go first on the character front?
Wait, Michael, just a quick addition. If
Yeah.
you're still okay with it, technically my class wouldn't be the standard edition. It would be the home.
I mean, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. I think the home brew is made for standard 5e. So yeah, technically speaking, it's not a standard 5e class, but
Okay.
it's compatible with 5e.
Standard adjacent.
Standard
I
adjacent.
like standard adjacent.
Someone want to go first?
Oh, and I'm gonna cut this part out. For reference, the order on my screen is Liam, me, Alex, and Tara from left to right. If
Oh,
we
that's
wanna
good to
go
know.
in that order.
Oh, okay. We can go in that order.
Okay, then
So
let's Liam.
yes, if the order on the screen starts with Liam, let's start with Liam.
Okay, Liam, give me a little bit of like dead air first before you start talking.
All right. Hi, yeah, I'm going to be playing Leonardo Nevis. My character is from the city of Solanas, which is located within the Kemrian League, which is a league of city-states located off the western shore of the continent of Messoria.
As you can
Um,
see, Liam is someone who's played with me before, so he knows all the background lore. I think honestly this is a good point for me to switch over to the map. We don't have to
yeah, I think a map would be
follow
wicked
along
helpful.
follow along super closely. Addie is controlling our map, so if you want to zoom out, Addie.
Ah, there we are.
Perfect.
Okay. You're not exactly getting to see all of this. But if we need to go somewhere in particular, just let me know and I will zoom in.
Sorry, I cut you off, Liam.
Yeah, no worries. So my character is a cleric, dedicated to the goddess of death, Dima. Um, from a fairly early age, he trained at an abbey just outside of Solanas, where he excelled in the death arts. In our most recent campaign with Michael, actually, my character was involved with a little bit of a coup in the state of Wagsburg, and was subsequently recruited into the Inquisitors. And that's where we find ourselves today.
And when we do our session 0, whenever that happens, we'll go a little bit more into your backstory, and I think you'll give more detail then, but this is fine for character creation. Addie?
Okay. So I actually wasn't sure for a very, very long time what I was going to play, by which I mean I came up with this character yesterday. But I'm going to be playing a Dwarven Rune Knight. I had forgotten that I needed to name this character, so I am open to suggestions. But I promise that by the end of this recording session, she will have a name. She works in a magic shop with Alex's character, whom you're going to meet in just a few minutes, and the bulk of her work pretty much consists of empowering armor pieces by inscribing runes on them, and that's where the whole magic armory aspect of this magic shop has come to be. I was told when I first came up with this character where my character was from. I have since forgotten that information, but I am a hill dwarf, so I think it was an island.
Okay.
Michael?
Yeah, it's absolutely, yeah, it's not that. If you want to zoom out a little bit and go to the left, it's gonna be this island right here. So not that far away from where Liam's character is from. This is basically an island full of hill dwarfs, and they have an interesting political situation going on there right now. But we could get more into that in session 0.
Sorry, which island?
The one that's called Dwarven Island. It's in the very far west.
Oh, why did you have me come up here then? I see Dwarven Island.
Yeah.
It's literally right here.
Yeah, and for reference, I have the main map kind of is your geographical map, and then to the side we have our political map mode, just so we can kind of see what's going on.
This is the political map. Cool. Okay, but let's go back to the geographical map. Nice. I've always wanted to be an island creature.
Who's next?
I guess that's me. I don't have as much details for my characters yet, partly because, to be perfectly blunt, I don't really know what exactly you want to do with them. So a lot of the details have been left empty as for now. I don't have a name for my character yet because I'm very bad with names. No guarantees, unlike Addie, that I'll have a name by the end of this session. Sorry about that. But he's going to be an alchemist. He's also going to be in the magic shop with Addie. I'm thinking currently of making him a more cynical character, kind of jaded. Maybe he's tired of doing noble people's like commissions. He just kind of wants to go haywire. So the alchemist, the build that I'm going to be using is focused on alchemy, throwing bombs. So obviously in the magic shop, he's not going to be throwing bombs all over the place, but for whatever reason, once we embark on this journey, which hopefully Michael will give me a little more detail about soon, he's going to have a chance to be a little bit more crazy with the things. Am I supposed to go through like the whole spiel about how our character looks like, or is that all for now?
Um, you can
That's
mention
all
some
for
things,
now.
or you can leave it to
For
session 0. I think
context,
that's fine.
yeah, for context, before this video goes out, I will draw everybody's characters, and there will just be a graphic on the screen. So people will be able to see what your character looks like, and you don't have to describe him. But you
Okay.
can if you want.
I mean, I'm hoping to get a commission for my character at some point too, so I don't know when that'll be. Yeah, I think that's it for me. He's an alchemist. I'm not really sure whether to make him more offensive or support driven. I figured that would depend on our team configuration.
That's what this session is for. So, Tara.
Why, hello. My name is Edna Fishbottom. I'm 84 years young, and I am a cleric of the life domain. I worship the goddess Zerthis, and have for my entire life. I'm dedicated to spreading her love and the wisdom of nature across the continent. You might look at me and see an old granny, someone weak and unassuming, but you would be wrong, because I am actually a general of the Knights of the Steel Roses, and for the past 60 years I've been on the front lines fighting against the orcs. For every decade I've been out there, I've claimed 1 level in cleric, but also I'm a level 1 in ranger. Why? Because I like to feed people good berries. That's my entire bit. Is I just like to shove food in people's gobs when they're complaining. I have huge hair. I am more hair than person at this point. And because I am so small, people often mistake me for a dwarf. I am 4.5 feet tall, if you are wondering, and a little over 3 feet of that is hair. I'm looking forward to working with all of you. I was also recruited to the Inquisitors for my work in the Knights of the Steel Roses, and I'm looking forward to surprising everyone with what I've got up my sleeve, my very flowy granny sleeves with bingo wings hidden underneath. So
I think also, if you're playing an older character, this might be one of those characters where it could be that your character actually was a higher level at some point, but because of age, yeah, they've gone down. Maybe, maybe not. We can talk
That'd be
offline about
wicked
that.
cool.
We can, yeah,
I love that.
we could somehow fit that in. Yeah.
Can I just say that was incredible? I was so
That
shocked.
was
That's great.
I want to
agree.
re-record mine now.
Yeah, can we do it again?
No,
Can we do
no.
these character
Thanks.
introductions once I have a better idea of what my character is?
I don't even know what my character's doing, man.
I know, I wanna do that.
Man, petition to make Kara's granny like a level 20 and she just loses a level each time.
When we level up, she levels down.
Jules down.
Benjamin Button syndromes.
On a side note, I think that would be like an awesome D&D campaign where like maybe you play like really old characters and instead of leveling up, you level down.
You've unlocked a new ability. Throw out your back.
Speaking of levels, this is going to be a fairly high level campaign as far as like campaigns go. We're starting at level 7. So we're going to have, I'm kind of counting on you guys as players that at least everyone except Alex has a decent amount of experience. And so you'll be able to keep track of your abilities. Unlike maybe someone who's played for the first time is going to forget, that they have their subclass ability that unlocks at level 5 and they forget and never use the entire game, which, to be fair, even I think advanced players are prone to forgetting about that, subclass level 5 ability that they never use for the entire game. We are starting at level 7, so we're going to have to go through a lot of that stuff. Logistically, we're going to have character sheets on Roll20, and we also are going to have stuff on Google Docs, just because I think Google Docs is better at some things for tracking. Roll20 is going to make things a lot easier for tracking some other stuff. So like rolling dice. I think it's going to be super boring if we roll our dice on Google Docs as like a random number generator. It's kind of stupid. This way we can use Roll20. So everyone's introduced the vibe of their character. Do you guys want to talk about team composition? Do you think it's fine? Do you guys maybe want to talk about how you want to focus your characters?
We have 2 clerics, right? Oh, sorry, that's my phone. We have 2 clerics, right?
We do, yep.
Life and death.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
Guess
good
which
mix.
one I'm closer to.
Death.
Death?
Look, death is
The irony.
just a
We have a
part of the
really
circle of
young
life.
cleric of death and a really old.
Life cleric. No, it's incredible. It's such like a yin yang thing.
So I don't know anything about these jobs. So I'm kind of in the, what is it called, blank zone of whether you guys are playing support, whether you guys have a lot of heals, if we need more DPS, things like that. So if you guys want to get started and just give me like a little spiel, that would probably be good.
Yeah, I mean, I think like the general perception is that clerics are sort of the healers of the group, but I don't think that's necessarily very true. I think especially Death Domain is kind of more balanced. There are plenty of offensive spells, plenty of buff spells, plenty of healing spells available. So I can be as versatile as anyone as the team composition needs.
I'm in the same boat. I thought it would be really funny to make Edna a grappler. So I gave her the grapple ability.
That's so funny.
And one of her highest stats is hopefully going to be strength. So she will be weirdly balanced, but balanced. And she has some pretty good offensive spells, though healing is the primary focus.
Okay. Addie, what about you're a rune knight, right? I don't think I know anything about that.
It's
What is
okay.
that?
I don't either. For context, I've been playing D&D for like 2.5 years now, and not once have I ever played a non-spellcaster. Like, never in my life. True to form, I have made sure that like I'm not playing exclusively just melee because I don't really know how to do that. And I wanted something that kind of like worked with the whole magic shop concept that we were going with. And I knew you were going to be an alchemist, Alex. So I was thinking to myself, well, who's going to make like the magic armor and stuff? So that's going to be me. Um, I kind of decided to be a rune knight purely based off of the storyline, for the backstory and for the lore, which is how I play every D&D campaign. That also means I have zero idea about what my character can do mechanically. That I think is going to be something that I figure out during this recording session. I think that my character is going to be she's a dwarf. So she's like a small little creature. Um, but being a rune knight gives me the wonderful ability to become large from any size.
Oh,
I can
okay.
become large. Um, so I want to play a character of like great extremes. So I like on the large end, I've leaned very much into the melee aspect. Um, it might be a very like big character, hit things hard type of vibe.
Oh, okay.
Um, at the same time, I don't have to just make runes for myself, and I can make runes for other people. Although what it's really likely gonna be that I'm just gonna make runes for myself because I think I'm only allowed like two. But my character is decently good at like redirecting attacks for other people, so I would play a mixture of like support and frontline.
Okay, so it seems like we have a lot of support roles. The reason I was asking is because this is also my first time playing the alchemist role, and what I realized is that you can spend a bunch of regent dice basically to either like do a really strong attack, or you can go full support mode where you heal people and things. But since it seems like we have two clerics and like Tara's doing a lot of healing, I'll probably go on the more offensive side of things if that's okay with you guys. I
Give
might
us a
still try to get
pyro.
I might still try to get some more supportive options in the sense, for example, that we can have a teleportation bomb, we can have a potion of water breathing. So I might pick up things that are more support based, but not necessarily healing in that case.
That sounds good. Does that make us
Yeah,
balanced?
I think so. Let me actually drop this Alchemist Rita. I actually got it from Addie, so she probably might know more about it than I do.
Yes.
Yeah,
I love that Alchemist Redux. I've
it looks
played
very
so
fun.
many Mad Bombers with that exact PDF.
I want to be a ooze rancher. I don't think that's actually really going to matter for the campaign because the ooze is not going to do a lot of damage, but I would like to carry around a cute little slime, if that's okay with you, Michael.
That's fine.
Yeah, the slimes are so cute.
I'm not gonna lie, that is not what I imagined when you said Ooze Rancher.
Oh my God. I can turn into ooze apparently. I think it's like what is it? Yeah. There's a liquid anatomy at level 10, at which point I can start squeezing through spaces as narrow as 1 inch wide, so if we ever need that.
Okay, so that's our rogue. She's our rogue.
That's so funny. Okay, maybe I'll pick up sleight of hand as a talent later on.
It's okay. This is incredible. A rogue for our resident klepto. I'm kidding. I'm joking. Alex, you're not a
I love
klepto.
stealing stuff.
You're just almost a klepto.
Okay. So we're good with this composition.
Mhm.
No last minute changes or anything like that?
I haven't like decided what feats and things like that, but that's all just details.
That's
yeah.
that's fair. We can figure that out today and later offline too.
I guess the only thing is it sounds like we are 3 ranged, 1 melee. It's
thought it
usually
was-
kind of
2 melee, because Addie and Tara.
Oh, Addie, you're melee focused as well. Sorry,
Mhm.
I missed that.
I'm gonna be big dwarf hit things.
Okay, perfect then.
Yeah, I think we're 2-2.
Perfect. In that case, do we want to do the most exciting part of this campaign, which is rolling stats?
Oh god.
Yes.
Oh god, mildly nerve-wracking.
I hope one of us at least gets blessed.
Well, so this is a relatively high level campaign, and our characters would not have gotten to the places they were if we just rolled across the board like 3d6 and those were your stats. So you're going to have some advantages. The way we're going to roll is you're going to roll 4d6, drop the lowest one, and we're going to do that 7 times. For anyone who's watching, not familiar with D&D, kind of the average stat of a character is supposed to be like 10. So if you have a 10 in a certain characteristic, strength, dexterity, whatever, you're like run-of-the-mill average. So the way, so yeah, 46, drop the lowest 6, and then we're going to do 7 of that because there's 6 stats, and you're going to drop the lowest one of those. So Liam, again, you're the first on our screen, so do you want to do the honors? Or do you want to, yeah, unless if someone else wants to go first, if they're really feeling the dice.
Holy, are we
Alright.
Or in our case, the random number generator of Roll20.
We'll invest in actual dice cams at some point.
Hey, 16. Not bad, not bad at all.
Not bad.
Oh wait, isn't he supposed to drop the low?
17.
Wait, that's really good.
Well, yeah, it's drop the lowest. So really, so that
Let's
first
not
one is
say
really
things
a
are good.
15.
Oh yeah, sorry.
14, 15, 14. Yeah, that's not bad. These are great. I mean, you're supposed to be above average for this campaign. Those are good rolls.
That makes 13. And 14 again. And 10. So right at median for that one. And 11. And 9. All right. That is a pretty good distribution.
Are
You want
these
to
really good
do you want to read
rolls?
those numbers out again? I can drop them on your Google sheet.
Sure, yeah. 15,
15,
14,
14,
13,
13,
another 14,
14,
10,
10,
11,
11,
and 9.
and 9. I'm guessing you're dropping the 9.
One would assume, yeah.
Okay. I'll delete the 9 then, and then do you want to distribute yours first and kind of talk about that, and then we'll do the next person? Or do
Let
you
me
want
see
to
how
wait?
everything plays out, and
Wait,
then let's decide
okay.
the assignments, yeah.
Perfect. Okay, who is next?
That would be me.
Oh wait, this is the opposite way. Okay, there we go.
He's notoriously lucky.
Shut up. Shut up.
This is so hard.
For context, there once was a Roll20 campaign I played where I rolled 3 nat 1s in a row. So, pray for me. Please pray for me. Okay.
I had a friend who played a campaign with me once, would literally only either roll below a 3 or above a 17. Just like not roll anything in between.
Can I cast guidance on her?
Aw.
Yeah, please. Help. I think that's a 12.
Here, give me a sec. I'll put them. Okay, I'll write them down as you do them. So 12, perfect.
11.
11. Yep, I got it.
Guys, we should have a little drum roll before each roll so that it's more
12.
dramatic.
12.
Let's not. I think the more anticipation I have, the less well I do. 14.
14.
14.
14.
Okay, that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
You did 5. Yeah, 5. 9.
9. Holy shit!
There you go. 18.
18.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
that's
I'm
the
dropping
highest you can.
Incredibly powerful.
That's the highest you can naturally roll.
That's so nice.
I guess the highest.
So I'm guessing you're
yeah.
dropping the 9. You're not going to drop the 18.
Drop the
No,
You could
of
drop the
course not.
18. Make
I'm
it.
not
You can make
dropping
the campaign harder.
No,
You're like a
it's
really
already gonna
smart
be
law
hard for me.
student, and you're gonna be able to figure it out. Then okay,
No, thank
we'll
you.
drop the 9.
I'm a really smart law student, and I take what advantages I can get.
That's some Harrison
Okay.
Bergeron logic.
I have your stats. They're just to the side of where the names are on the Google Doc. Okay.
Awesome.
Okay. Next person.
Oh, I think that's me. Give me a second. Let me figure out how to get this chat. Oh, there we are. Okay. 46.
You have to. It's slash roll.
Sorry.
You're good.
Now that Alex has announced, she's rolling a 46.
That's
Okay,
pretty
that's
good. That's a 15.
Not bad at all. 15.
okay. That's fine.
9.
Ooh.
16.
Okay.
12.
Oh, that's 3/4. I mean 4/4. I can't do math.
Oh, that's really unlucky in Chinese culture.
7.
Wait, I haven't been keeping track of how many times I've rolled.
That was 5. 14.
So this one is my last one, right?
This is your last one.
Oh my god, I want the 18 too.
It's
Aw.
10.
Okay.
I'm guessing you're dropping the 7.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Probably,
I don't
right?
think my rolls were on the good side.
Yeah.
It's okay.
So
I mean,
I
you have two
deleted the
pretty
7.
good ones.
You have 2 decent ones, yeah.
Yeah, you have 2 pretty good ones.
Last but not least.
All right, here we go. Oh, okay, 17 to start.
Boom.
Okay.
Granny knows what she is
Really
doing.
knows what she's doing.
Oh,
He really
okay.
knows what she's doing.
Hey,
Granny's
Sarah.
got that experience.
Jeez.
Okay, it's another
You're gonna have to
16.
carry us.
This is how she survived.
Dude, Granny's
A
cracked.
13.
Granny is yoked.
Hey, I told you I was gonna be buff. Buff Granny. Okay, a 10. Gotta be normal
Down to earth,
sometimes.
down to earth, yep.
1, 2, 3, 4,
That's
5.
5.
12 and 12. I'm gonna drop the 10. So
Perfect.
Dude,
How much was
Granny's
that for you?
cracked.
Yeah, that's
Granny
pretty
is
stacked.
crazy.
I left.
I don't know. You said people are gonna mistake you for a dwarf. I think they're gonna mistake you for like a hag, like a witch, because like
Granny's hag.
those are the only. I feel like those are the only grannies that are like super like crazy strong from like magic. But you're just physically strong, just like no magic at all.
Holy fuck, Granny.
Okay. I think now's the time that you guys can talk about where you want to put your roles.
Well, I think we ought to assign the 18s and 17s and then play around that.
I think I know Addie got an 18 and Granny got a 17. Yeah, Addie and Granny
Yeah.
are the only ones who got 18, 17.
Let me figure out how a rune knight fights real quick, and I'll get back to you.
It's probably gonna. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be your strength, just because you're gonna be
Yeah.
doing melee attacks.
Oh,
Then we
probably.
would have two people with strength nearly maxed.
That
Yeah,
strength max is gonna be really good because you're gonna get that high bonus for to hit and to damage.
I'll
gonna be
probably
super
put
useful.
mine into strength.
Yeah,
Big
be
dwarf
happy you got that
swing.
18 because we're about to have a fighter that's weaker than the granny cleric.
Would that not be
Honestly, I'd be
hilarious
fine with
though?
that.
But no, I'm putting that 18 into strength all the way. I don't actually know where you put my stats. I've been looking for them and I can't find them.
Addy, it's to the. You see where it says
Top
strength,
row.
dex, constitution? It's to the right of that in the same row.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So let's say should we put the spreadsheet up here?
If you want, I don't know if you're gonna have like your email up there. I don't know if you wanna.
I don't
There's a
think our
way to.
emails are up there.
Okay. Maybe not.
Good evening, Addie.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm gonna cut all of that out because there's my address.
Then
The
adopts
fan
myself.
mail will just start pouring in.
Now that Addie's doxed herself.
Don't worry about it. I should really have more experience not doxing myself, but here we are. I'm gonna put the spreadsheet up there and I'm gonna take the campaign notes.
Addie's social security number is.
Okay. First of all, rude. Second of all, you can't really see all of it. So
You
I
can
guess
zoom in.
maybe.
I think they can see what's important. Maybe.
Let me see if I can't. No, I can't. Okay.
We
Yeah,
see you
I
on
can't go any
right.
further. It's because I've cropped stuff out to the left and right to make room for the
I mean, you can zoom in and out on your own, right? Or do you have
No,
to
I
do it
can't.
every time on the thing?
So I like the visual is cropped, like the right side is cropped. So even if
Oh,
I
I
zoom in,
see.
it'll just push more out of the frame.
I can, you know what I can do?
Mm.
I can add another column.
There we go.
So you might want to. Oh wait, let me just
I'm gonna do it for everyone.
do that. Okay, that's where it has to be.
Put in your 18.
Okay. All right, so let's put that 18 into strength. I honestly think it doesn't matter for the purposes of recording because I might just do graphics for this, but we shall see. I want to have it just in case. Are we doing all of mine first?
You know, we might as well, right?
Is that what we're doing? Oh shoot, I don't know how.
We don't have to. I mean, we can all just bounce around as we.
Okay.
What?
So that's all I know right now. It's just that the 18th gotta go into strength.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
And Tara's gonna put her 17 into strength as well, I assume.
I thought it would be really funny to do that, but if you guys think it would make more sense to put it elsewhere, I'd love to hear your thoughts.
I feel like you have two really good stats to play with. So I'm always team meme, but that's just me.
I think do it for the meme. Yeah.
Also, I don't think it's really gonna make too much of a difference because the modifier is multiples of 2, right? So unless if you have something where it's like you're choosing ability scores and you want to do like a +1 on multiple ones, like maybe, but most likely it's not going to be a huge difference.
Okay, real fast. So ability score improvement on the character sheet or like the alchemist guide that I'm looking at, it says that you get an ASI at 4th level and 8th level. Is that correct?
Yeah, and I think that's for everyone.
Mhm.
But we'll
Okay.
do
Yeah.
that after we put in the.
Oh, I mean, I was mostly asking because the +1 would change the multiplier. Got it.
Mhm.
Um,
Addie, are we doing all of yours first?
Are we doing all of mine first? Can we do all
Are
of somebody
we-
else's first while I figure out what a rune knight is?
I can. I probably know at least where to put my 16 and 15, if that matters.
All right, let's jump to Alex's page.
Yeah, so according to this guide, I'm supposed to do intelligence and dexterity, so I'm probably just gonna put 16 and 15 respectively. So that'll be, I guess dexterity is also good for stealing stuff, so I guess I am the team's rogue. Yeah, there you go, 16 and 15. Intelligence for my bombs, 15 for stealing, and dexterity save throws on my bombs.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Liam, did you want to put in some numbers too? I know you have a 15 too. Oh wait, you're already done.
I just slotted those there, like pending. Make sure that we have a balanced team first before I commit. But yeah, that's more or less what I was thinking.
Okay. Oh wait, real fast, do we have anybody who's gonna have decent charisma? Because we need somebody to talk. We need a face, right?
I was thinking Granny should be charming and kind of, get people comfortable. So I was
That
going to
seems
put
right.
one of my 16s in charisma.
That makes sense. You have a lot of 16s to burn, so
I'm happy to let Granny be the face.
yeah,
The
Granny can...
old wrinkly face.
The old wrinkly face. Yes.
Okay, cool.
In that case, I'm probably gonna throw out my charisma because my character is supposed to be Sully anyways. Surly, not Sully. We leave her speaking to the nice granny.
Yeah.
Okay, at this
Have
point,
a good berry.
I wanted to ask, is your granny actually a nice granny? BG3, I believed in Ethel, and Auntie Ethel turned into an evil granny.
Spoiler alert for anyone.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my god, I love that game with all of my heart. Sorry, that just reminded me. I have an Asterian scented candle behind me.
Do
Wait, what
you?
does it smell like?
Rosemary, bergamot, and brandy.
Okay,
Larian, if you want to
slay.
sponsor us.
That's so funny.
Or
I
like just
don't
like
think they're
connect me with
touching
Neil
D&D
Newbin.
anymore.
Um, she is nice when she needs to be, and she is tough when she needs to be. She's a
Okay.
survivor, and she will do whatever she needs to do for whatever situation she is in.
Ooh,
Keep in mind, she was on the front lines fighting the orcs for like 60 years. So, like,
gotcha. Very tough
yeah.
granny.
I'm thinking Granny should be strong, wise, and charming, kind of good at disarming people. I don't think she needs to be fast. She's done her time. She's allowed to walk instead of run now. Constitution, I mean, she can take a punch okay. Maybe not as well as she used to. And she's wise. That doesn't mean she's always smart.
That's so funny.
So
In terms of lore, it seems like your granny is very well hardened. I assume the Inquisitor, Liam, your character has a has a bunch of experience too, right? Or are they on the newer end?
Yeah, so my character was a mercenary with the Knights of the Endless Sea for a good long while before he linked up with the party from my last campaign with Michael, where he, along with his compatriots, led a coup in the city of Wagsburg. So he's been around the block.
Gotcha. I was mostly asking because if we have two characters who are basically kind of battle hardened and very savvy at living, I will probably make my character kind of the dumb one, as in they've just been doing magic shop and nobles things the whole time, so this is all very new to them.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah. Let me turn off my audio. Sorry, I had somebody come in.
You're good.
Are we gonna continue doing the character sheet?
Yeah. Um, who do
I
we
see,
have?
Tara,
So
you have yours all filled out.
Uh,
yeah.
I guess I can finish mine off if you guys already have yours all filled in. Yeah, give me a second.
Oh,
Well,
I
Addie.
have mine not filled in at all, so I'm happy to just hang out on your page for a little bit.
Okay, yeah. In that case, I guess I'll finish mine off. Um, I know I don't need strength and charisma. I'm not. I know I'm not technically a mage, but like I am basically throwing bombs, which relies on intelligence. In that case, should I be throwing out wisdom?
I mean, they're totally different skills, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. I guess what I'm wondering is, should I have stronger constitution or wisdom? Maybe.
Are you, if you're asking not for roleplay purposes, but for like character min-maxing purposes, your constitution will be better for fights just because your constitution modifier is going to give you extra HP every time you level up. On the other hand, wisdom is going to be better in roleplay scenarios because a
Oh,
lot of those are going to be like insight checks, and I think like investigation might be wisdom too, if I remember correctly.
investigation is intelligence, I believe, but I don't.
Intelligence, okay.
Yeah. In that case, for roleplay purposes, I might make wisdom higher because it doesn't really make my character hasn't really been outside, so I think it makes sense that he doesn't have a lot of HP. And worst
Fair.
case scenarios, we can eat Granny's berries. Okay, let me put in 14 and 12 then. There we go.
Awesome.
So all we have is Addie left, I think.
Oh, is
Tara,
it really just me? Okay, that's crazy.
yeah,
Tara's
Addie, you can
is all
switch to
filled out.
Liam's sheet because I don't know if you showed it or not,
Oh yeah, this
but
is what
Liam's
Liam's
I
sheet
think has
looks
got
like.
Well, Liam has been done. Liam knows
yeah,
what he's doing.
Liam knows what he's doing. Addie, do you know what you're
Yeah, I
doing?
mean, we can shift things around. Like,
Do you
honestly,
know what
like
you're
it's
doing?
about like having fun with the characters. So
That's true. Can I put mine down first, and then depending on the feat I take, I might switch.
Yeah,
I
sure.
haven't figured that out yet, and that's what I think is my main thing that's
Sounds
stopping me
totally
right
good.
now. Okay, so I have two
Okay.
14s, and I'm gonna put those into con and I think wisdom. Hmm. Do I need 14? Do I need 12 wisdom more than I need 12 dexterity
Just
though?
looking across the board, it seems like we all have above average wisdom. I have the highest dexterity. Liam and I have the highest intelligence, and obviously Tara and Addie have the highest strength.
Mm-hmm.
Addie, I think for you, it matters what type of armor you want to wear. Like, if you want to be fully covered in plate, you don't really need the dex, because the dex, I mean, it's going to help you on your initiative, but it's not going to help you with your AC. On the other hand, if you want to be like lighter armored, and you want to have like armor that doesn't like impose dex disadvantages and things like that, then you might want to have that higher dex. That's up to you. I also don't know, like, if your rune knight has like, oh, if you're wearing heavy armor, you get this bonus as a rune knight. Maybe it's worth
No, I just get to
just
modify my armor
dex.
with like
Okay,
runes
then.
and stuff.
If it matters, we all have above average dexterity if you want to go lower dexterity.
That's true. I
Well,
think
not that you have.
dexterity is just generally more useful than wisdom. For like
I'd agree with
combat.
that. Yeah.
For a fighter, yeah.
Yeah, but wisdom is useful for like every other situation. It's okay, I don't have to be useful for every other situation. I've not played a meathead ever.
We're all gonna be very insightful characters.
Okay, and then I think the rest this doesn't
What was I gonna
matter
do?
too
All right.
much. That
D&D
12 is
student.
going into wisdom. And then okay, this is the one I'm not sure about. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna dump intelligence for now. But I'm looking at a feat that might require me to make my intelligence higher, so I might swap that around in a bit. But that's where I'm gonna be for now.
Yeah.
Sorry, but do you know where to
Next.
find the race stats?
So basically, if for everyone except Addie, you can either be a regular human or a variant human. The variant humans, I think, get 2+1s and a feat, and I think regular humans just get +1s across the board. I'm gonna Google and double check that now, but I think that's how it works. For Addie, you have specific bonuses that are gonna be outlined
Yep.
for
I'm
Hildorf's.
putting it in now.
Oh, I see. The variant human only gets 2 ability scores, but they have more
feat.
skill than me. Okay. Yeah, I'll be a variant human then. I think that sounds a lot more interesting.
Wait, dwarves are medium? I honestly thought they were small creatures. That's crazy.
Wait, dwarves are medium? They're not small?
I
Yeah.
know, right?
Wait, how tall are you? You're not like 4 feet?
Yeah, I was like four. I was gonna
Small
make
is
myself
like
four
halflings.
something. Oh, gotcha.
Or I don't even. Gnomes for sure are small.
Let me put in variant human before I forget. And then your ability, 2 different ability scores of your choice increase by 1. Okay. Oh. Are we allowed to do, for the ability score increase, it says 2 different ability scores of your choice increase by 1. Do I have to choose 2 different abilities, or can I just put 2 in 1?
Let me read the text. And we're
I
gonna do
think
some
that
textual
I think the
interpretation.
text I think
Yeah,
the
what's
text
the
does
Liam's our
say.
professional here for
Yeah.
statutory interpretation.
I mean,
Well,
didn't
what's
you
the
say
most-
2 different? Like, if it uses the word different, I think we're decided.
Where is the authoritative source, though? Which one is the authoritative source?
2 different ability scores of your choice. Yeah, so it has to be 2 different ones.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I wanted to put it both in intelligence. Okay. All right, it is what it is.
And just like kind of like a rule of thumb is that like you want your totals with your totals you want to avoid odd numbers in general.
But when we level up, actually, hold on. When we level up, when do we get to add to our ability scores? Is it just at the ASI improvement benchmarks?
Yes, yes. So because we're starting at level 7, you know in advance you're gonna get 1. Unless if you want to give it up for a feat. And when I say you're gonna get 1, you're gonna get you're gonna get to do an ability score increase once, but that means you get to increase either 2 different abilities +1 or 1 ability +2, if you want to keep that in mind.
Give me a second. When you reach 4th level, you can increase 1 ability score by 2 or 2 ability scores by 1. Or you can get a... Oh, I see. Normally you could get a feat, but as an alchemist, I can get a discovery instead. I see, I see. Okay. So once we level up, we will have 2 abilities. Okay.
For reference, the highest ability score you can have without having some sort of like magic item like a crown of intelligence or like a gauntlet of strength is 20.
Oh, the 20 is a max. You can't go higher than...
Yeah, so like if Addie has an 18 and then she uses like her variant human thing to go to 19, she can't then ability score all the way to 21.
Oh,
She has to
okay.
stop at 20.
Gotcha. Let me see. Give me a second. Ability score improvement. All right, feats.
Also, you don't have to decide your feats right now. If you know you want a feat, we can just say, okay, you pick the 2 abilities you're going to improve, and then you can pick the exact feat that you want later on, unless if you're still deciding if you want a feat at all.
Okay. Normally it says variant human gets 1 feat of your choice, so I only get 1 feat total, right?
From your race, yes. So Alex, if you want more than 1 feat, what you do is you take variant human for your race, and then you forego the ability score modifier and take a second feat.
Oh, for the alchemist, instead of ability score, they give me something called a discovery, but I think I see what you mean.
You could do that too, yes.
Okay, let me see. What feats are there?
But you can't do that for variant. You can't do that. You can only do that for your ability score. You can't do that for your race.
Aberrant dragon mark. Sorry, didn't mean to zoom in.
Addie, you're doing variant human.
No, I'm a dwarf.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I saw the 2 and I was like, wait, what? Wow.
Oh, this
Yeah,
is from
you're
dwarf,
no,
and
yeah,
then
yeah,
this
yeah.
is from
You're
hill
right.
dwarf.
You're right. Yeah.
Mhm.
That was my bad. Liam, you're doing variant human.
Yeah.
Okay. Tara, standard human. Nice.
I'm a standard human, but because of my soldier background, am I correct that I get a +2 and a +1? Or do you not play
Okay.
with that rule?
We don't. I don't do backgrounds just because
Understood.
they're weird. So yeah, just do the for what I do. So what I do instead of backgrounds is I just let you take 2 extra abilities, like the I'm totally blanking on what they're called. Like the investigation. Yeah,
Proficiencies.
there you go. Yeah, proficiencies.
Got it. Cool.
I feel like that just allows more customization than the built-in ones.
No, that makes sense. If that's the case, then I might do variant human instead,
fine.
just because I have a lot of odd numbers going on.
That's fine.
Wait, Michael, just to
Hmm.
confirm. So for example, normally I get to choose 3 skills from my class features, but you're saying that we get to choose 2 more, so that would be 5 skills in total, right?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Should we be marking this down somewhere else, like on the Roll20 character sheet?
We'll do that later.
Okay.
Do your race one first, and then do the ability score improvement for level 4.
Well, the reason I was trying to look at the feats first.
Mhm.
It wouldn't overlap with the ability score improvement. Sorry.
Addie, you're doing a feat for your ability score improvement.
Yeah.
No 20 strength.
That would kind of be sick, huh?
It's good. It's a +1 to hit, +1 to damage on every single attack.
Oh, wait, that is actually really good. But I want more magic. I hate playing melee characters.
I mean, next level, I think you get another ability score, and that's level 8. So you can take. You could go either way. You can take this one as the +2, and then do the feat on the next level, or you can do the feat now and then take the ability score.
That's true.
I think I if I were you, I think I'd take the +2 on either the level 4 or the level 8.
I think so too, huh? Hmm. Do you have any limitations on what feats I can and cannot take?
Run them by me.
Fey touched or
But
lucky?
lucky works. I think that's the one all the DMs complain about. But if you want to
Yes,
do
it is.
lucky, I think it's fine. Let me look up Fey touched.
Fey touched is the one that gives me Misty Step.
Do any of you guys have the ability to speak with animals?
No.
Okay,
Or at
because
least
I
I
was
don't.
considering maybe taking Eldritch Adept and getting Beast Speech. But I don't know how many animals are gonna be in their campaign.
There's gonna be animals. I think
Okay.
it's not gonna be like super animal packed, but it's not. I think we in this campaign's gonna have a good variety of environments. So there's not gonna be one in like. I know like Ranger, since you're doing the multi-class thing, I know Ranger gets like a favorite environment thing. I don't know if that's level 1 or farther along, but there's not gonna be like, oh, we're gonna be in the forest 80% of the time, or something like that. But Addy, Fate Touched is fine if you
Okay.
want to take that instead of Lucky, or if you want to take Lucky, that's also good.
Okay. I haven't, because like I could like have spells, and that would allow me to like lore wise and flavor wise do more with my runes. Because right now I think I get two, three. I get three, which isn't a lot considering that this is supposed to be my character's livelihood. That doesn't feel correct. So I was thinking I'd take Fey Touched and rework all of those spells so that they're runes. Like the mechanics would stay relatively the same, but like lore wise, instead of being like Fey touched, I could just carve more runes. Because I feel like 3 runes is kind of dumb.
And I mean, also lore wise, your character is not really constricted to the kind of mechanics of 5th edition D&D, right? So like theoretically your character is going to be crafting magic items, but that's not listed on the rule book. And also lore wise, that would take a really long time. It would be a super boring campaign just to like watch you for a year crafting a magic item.
Right.
Probably not going to do that.
Yeah.
Two,
So I want
three.
more magic, is kind of like what it comes down to.
Mhm.
Discoveries.
I think I'll take the feat for now, and then I'll get the +2 when we hit level 8. So that would give me another one in wisdom, and then I get Misty Step, and then one spell. One first level spell from enchantment or divination. I'm looking into which spell right now. We'll see.
For my ability score, I just dumped 2 points into intelligence. I know it gives me an odd number, but I couldn't find another odd number to balance out aside from charisma.
Liam, I see you've picked a feat.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna run with Warcaster.
Are you doing 2 feats?
Um,
Oh wait, yeah, are you doing 2 feats? Because I see you picked Variant Human, so your Warcaster can come from that, right?
yeah,
And then are you doing your ability score is only at 1, so are you doing an ability score improvement or are you doing another feat?
I'm just gonna do the ability score
Okay,
improvement.
so you have 1 more.
Yeah. Um, logically,
I mean, that's not a bad choice.
round out all those odd numbers.
Sarah, have you chosen a feat?
Uh, I'm new to clericdom, so forgive me if this isn't one of the possibilities, but what I was thinking was let's see. Um alert.
That would work.
Okay. I figure soldier background,
Mm-hmm.
no one should be able to sneak up on Granny.
Makes sense.
And where would you like us to put that in our chart?
Just so, um, write down next to where, since you're doing that for your race, in column A, type the feat that you're doing. I'll add it into roll 20 later
Okay.
too.
Thank you.
Oh wait, Michael, are you okay with me getting Fate touched as well, or do you only want one person to have it?
I'm technically okay with it, but I think it's a little weird. Like, I think it's a little metagamey if like we all like let's all get Misty Step and we're just gonna like teleport on people and gank people.
To be
Okay,
fair,
fair
I can only
enough.
teleport once, and your long rests are like a whole week long.
That is true. That is one of my custom rules. So I do long, short, and long rests. So usually in 5th edition D&D, your short rest is I think an hour to a couple of hours. Your long rest is like sleeping overnight. That works really well if your campaign is a dungeon crawl where you're doing like 5 battles per day. It's really silly when you do like one battle every 3 days and then everyone's always long rested for every single thing. And that just it takes away, for me at least, I think, the purpose of having the entire short and long rest system. So the way I do it is your short rest is just sleeping off the night. If you want to do a long rest, you have to be in a relatively safe space where you don't engage in combat for approximately a week.
Okay. I can try to look for something not Fate touch then. Give me a second. Fury of the Frost Giant. Why are they so furious?
I also thought I might take like a giant related one, but I think Fey Touch gives me the access to like the most magic. But we'll see how that goes. I don't know.
Ah,
I'm not like fully decided on it. So if you want Fey Touch really badly, you can have it. I can do
no,
like a
it's not
giant
like
for
a
you.
super bad burning urge. You only get one feat, right? Yes, you do.
Yeah.
I
Ah,
think the question for Fey Touched is: does Addy want to be able to very quickly teleport into combat, or does Alex want to be able to very quickly teleport out of combat?
True. I want to be able to teleport really quickly into combat because dwarves are so slow. I didn't
That's
realize
right.
how
You only have
slow
that
they
Yeah.
were.
25. Yeah.
no,
Is
you
it
should
20
take
or
the Fate
25?
touch.
Like, is that not insane? To be fair, like little legs, right? But I feel like if I become large, my legs also become large, and my speed should therefore increase. Is that not like a rational argument? I feel like that's
I
a
think it's
rational.
like if you've watched like Ant-Man when Ant-Man gets big, but like he has to like move slower because he's like bigger now. I
I
think it's
don't
that
think that
same.
equals out though.
I
Like I
think that
really
equals
don't.
out.
I don't think that equals out.
I think that's
Like
how that
my
works.
one step would be I like as a large creature, my one step would be like 10 tiny steps. I don't feel like that balances out at all.
I think that balances out perfectly.
Is keen mind actually something that's useful? It says you always know which way is north and you know that number of hours left before sunrise or sunset.
Depends on the type of puzzles your DM is throwing at you.
Hmm.
I mean, I think as far as like backstory and lore goes, it would be kind of cool if you guys went into business together after like having the same weird run-in with a gnome or something like that. And that's why you're both fey touched.
That could be fun. I like that idea.
Oh
I
wait,
Like you
actually,
wanted
went
to be a
to
gnome, but it didn't work out.
you went to like Gnome Victims Anonymous together and then like hit it off.
Michael, how many languages are in your campaign?
There's gonna be a lot. I'm gonna don't take stuff because of languages, because that's all going to be custom and it's all going to be based off your lore. And so if there's
Oh,
like a feat that says like you learn like 20 languages, it's going to be useless because I'm going to assign that based off lore.
Does that
all
mean
right,
I
never mind.
shouldn't get comprehend languages as a spell?
Well, there are a lot of languages. So if your character doesn't speak a lot of languages, comprehend languages would be very useful. It was very useful in your last campaign, Liam.
Yeah, it was.
Well, I was considering linguist, but I just realized most of Michael's
To
languages
be
are
fair, if you want to take linguist, that's fine, and I'll make you be able to speak like more of the languages. Just might not be like exactly the way it's spelled out in the feat. But
gotcha.
that would actually be cool because you run a shop, it's like a
Alex.
pretty high-end shop, right? So you're gonna have like rich customers from all over the place coming in, and you need to be able to communicate with this customer. So I think that would actually be a really good feat roleplay wise. There are a
Alright.
lot of languages in my.
That's true. Alternatively, if you take Fey Touch, comprehend languages is one of those spells we can get.
To be
Yeah,
fair, comprehend languages lasts for a limited time.
That's true. It does. It wouldn't
I'll
work
just
all
take
the time.
linguist for the lore.
I
It
think
also gives
that's
me
a
a
good
plus
choice.
1 anyways. Yeah, it gives me a plus 1 to intelligence, so I guess I'm maxed out now.
Oh my gosh. You have 20 intelligence. That's
Wait,
crazy.
what the hell? That's crazy.
Well, I put a
Oh,
lot of
damn.
plus bonuses onto it.
Oh, fair enough.
Love.
That's so good.
Nice.
You make up what you don't have in luck with plus bonuses.
True.
Okay, there we go. I'm a linguist then.
I haven't figured out what other spell I'm gonna take.
Oh, what else are we supposed to do on this spreadsheet? Should we go over to roll 20
The
or
next thing is HP.
oh,
You know what? I'm gonna take Bless as my spell.
I
I'm
see
gonna
Yeah,
Michael
use
does.
Tara's the
all
only
of them.
person who hasn't played with me, and we like to roll our HP. But I'm
We love
generous
it.
on it. I'll explain the system. Yeah,
By we, I mean
it's not as
he. He
harsh.
likes to roll our HP. I am
Oh
sad.
god.
No,
I am
I mean
sad
you
every
roll your
time.
own HP.
He's a benevolent dictator.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Are we rolling
Are we good?
HP?
Are we good on our ability scores for now?
I
At least?
believe so. Yep. Ability score 2, linguist.
Everyone good?
Yeah, just
Also,
keep it.
if you change, sorry to cut you off. If you change your mind like in between our first session, you'll let me know and we can fix stuff. But not after that. So we have a limited time to change your mind.
Were we supposed to be doing proficiencies this whole time? I have not touched
No.
them at all.
That's not yet. We're gonna do HP first, and then we'll go to proficiencies.
Okay, great. Are we starting with Liam?
Yeah. Do we want to do Liam HP?
Sure thing.
So clerics, D8s to roll, right?
Yep.
Okay. Let me
Okay.
swap back.
So the way I do HP, this is, I think for all systems, everyone at level 1 gets your full die roll of HP. So for clerics, you roll a D8. So Liam gets his 8s at level 1. I don't know, Addie. If you haven't yet, switch over to Liam's.
Oh, if I switch over
Or sorry,
to the
I'm doing it on your sheet.
if I switch over to the spreadsheet, you won't be able to see the dice rolls. So I'm at the map.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's fine then.
I have
Okay.
a third
So
screen,
that's
sadly.
okay.
But that works.
So I'm putting the 8 down for level 1 for Liam. The
Yep.
rest we're gonna roll. And then we're gonna roll them for level 7. So he gets the full 8 plus 8 or 6d8. When we go to the next level, you get an extra d8 in the case of William because he's a cleric. But the reason we're tracking all our die rolls is because you're going to be able to re-roll each of those die rolls for the previous level. And if you get something higher, then you get to keep that higher roll. If you get something lower, you get the roll that you had previously. So unlike, just rolling your dice and then you might be either stuck with a really shitty character or you might have a really good one because you just rolled amazing. This kind of lets you improve slowly. And it also doesn't super boost you like Baldur's Gate does, where it just gives you the full die roll automatically.
Wait, hold on. This formula is taking the sum of so for example, I'm a Liam sheet right now, is taking the sum of D12 to P12. Shouldn't it be D11 to P11?
Yes.
Okay. So I am not tripping. All right,
I'm
gotcha.
gonna fix that right now.
It's off for everybody else too, I think. Let me
Yeah, if you wanna
yeah, let me just edit well, you guys can edit your own sheets. I'm gonna edit mine.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Me
Spreadsheet
neither.
who?
In the Google Sheets, Michael has put formulas onto our total HP. So if you click on the total HP formula, you'll see that it's
Oh, this is
basically taking
HP.
the sum of the HPs of the next row instead of the row that it's supposed to be. So for example, Tara, if you look at yours, it's gonna say sum D12 to P12 instead of
also
D11.
I before you do that, I completely screwed up the formula. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna fix it and then because I did it multiplied. I wanted to factor in the con bonus, but I multiplied it by the full con bonus instead of the con ability.
Oh,
Well, yeah.
in that
So
case,
I'm gonna
let's
give
not
me a
touch the
second to
formulas.
fix that.
Yeah.
Time for a commercial break from our
Commercial
sponsors.
break from
Do
our
you want to
sponsor.
be buff like Granny? Drink Core Power. 26 grams of protein in every bottle.
That's so cool. Do
I'm
you actually
gonna
like that drink?
redact that because no free sponsorships.
Oh, I want it in. Come on. You can blur out
You
the
can
name.
bleep it out.
No, I am going to bleep it out. It's gonna say, "Want to get buff like Granny?" Then beep, and I'm gonna put one of those like rolling things across the screen that's like no free sponsorship.
That's so funny. Give me
It's
a
gonna be
second. I'm
great.
gonna use the bathroom while we do our commercial break with Granny.
Do we want to take a break? Let's take a very short break.
Okay. I don't have a thing to go to for commercial break. I did not think about that. Oh well.
You could just put up the.
I don't have like the BRB screen ready.
We can. Well, you don't need to put it up right now. You'll just cut and then you'll do like a transition.
You want me to make a custom stinger transition for this too?
It doesn't have to be custom. Just like a fade in, fade out.
Hmm. Well, now that you've said it, I'm going to do it. The way I have it set up for the way that I have it set up for streaming is that when you switch from one scene to another scene, the stinger transition immediately plays. So it does it live. Which I
That's
think
really
actually
cool.
I'm it took me a while to learn how to animate that. But now I can make like really, really simple ones. I was going to make one for today, but I didn't get around to it, just like time wise. And then on top of that, I didn't think we'd be doing a lot of scene changing. But for example, when I know Michael wants scenes where it's just like him and one person, or like him and two people. So like for different configurations like that, I'm just going to toggle. But I haven't made those scenes yet because I didn't think we need them for today.
Liam, as inquisitors, since you were from the Knights of the Endless Sea, and I was in the Knights of the Steel Roses, I think our team name should be either Endless Roses or Steel Sea. What do you think?
I think Leonardo would not care about that and would just
Also,
defer. I
leave
think in
this
character.
conversation for session 0.
Yeah,
Understood.
in character, Leonardo would think that he's a little too cool for that. But I think Steel Roses sounds pretty cool.
Dude, it's Buff Granny and her emo son.
Yeah, exactly. That is exactly what it's gonna be.
This campaign is gonna be, but mom.
But mom, no.
No, but eat your vegetables.
Damn, I'm a really big fan of Buff Granny and her emo son. What are we gonna do, Alex? We don't have a shtick.
I was thinking our characters could hate each other. Unless you would rather be friends.
Just really fed up coworkers.
Because I feel like my character is not going to be the most amicable character. So unless your character is like super nice, I assume she would also hate him.
Let's just assume she's not gonna be super nice. I played a super nice and responsible character last time I played one of Michael's campaigns, and I'm not doing that again.
Yeah, you
I
couldn't have.
refuse to do that again.
Yeah, in that case, your character's probably gonna be pretty fed up with mine. Also, in terms of the magic shop, I guess we could go over this in session 0, but like if you have like a division of labor and my character thinks their work is better than yours, then obviously your character's gonna get me pissed off.
Yeah, but my character's work makes more money, so ha.
Bah.
More details we can cover in session 0. That's
Yeah.
advertising for the next. Yeah, stick around. Coming up next on Dreams of an End. Okay, HP rolls are coming up
God.
next.
Coming up next. Dear Lord.
Brought to you by viewers like
Oh my god.
Viewers
If you
like
don't
you.
understand that reference, I feel old.
I'm expecting Dragon Tails to fly across the screen now.
Yeah.
Hey, Michael, have you fixed all the formulas now?
I haven't fixed all of them. I fixed Liam's.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, and we can just copy them over.
Question, logistically speaking. I forget, are we turning off monetization for our videos when they get posted?
I mean, I doubt we're gonna make money. If that's what you're
I want to
wondering.
know if occasionally Granny references a song or something in pop culture, I want to know if that's okay or if it will potentially demonetize us
The
if we are
reference
not.
itself is not copyright infringement or
Yeah.
trademark
Yeah.
infringement. If you
Okay.
start singing, that's a completely different problem.
Understood.
Yeah. But if you're like referencing names of songs, that doesn't really matter. You can say what you want. Yeah,
Everything we do here is parody. It's all right.
theoretically. And Google or YouTube will give you like a DMCA warning before they take down your channel. So we have room to make mistakes. Also, if it like when you upload a video to YouTube, it scrubs through the video using like an AI system. And if it detects that there is like DMCA or potential like infringement or whatever, it won't let you upload the video at all.
Oh,
Yeah, it just like will be like, you have copyright strike material. Fix it.
Good to know.
And then you have to go back and edit it out. None of that's gonna see
Damn,
the
I
light of day
forgot
anyway.
to do.
Let's do the dice rolls.
Oh lord.
I forgot to do. Damn it. Wait. I might have a solution. No, I don't have a solution.
Wait, sorry, just walk me through the logic of how you do HP. Maybe I can help with the formula.
So I need let me pick one to do. Okay. So your constitution score, you should subtract 10 and then divide by 2. And that's going to be your con ability modifier.
Okay.
That's where I have from con per level. But that needs to be rounded to the nearest
So there
whole
should just
number.
be A round feature, yeah.
that should round down. Here, okay, I got it, I think.
Yeah, there's just a round down feature.
Round down.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think this is correct because if
So
you
let's
have a
just-
constitution of 14, that means minus 10. That's that would be a +2. So you should get 2 each level. So 2 times if I delete the 8 real fast, 14.
Yep,
That's right. Okay.
Michael,
Yeah.
is my hill dwarf thing a problem for you then?
Do you get an extra one?
My hit point maximum increases by 1 and increases by 1 with every level.
Just in the formula, do a +1 at the end.
No, it increases by 1 for every level. So at level 7, I'd be at a
Yeah.
+7.
Oh,
And then at a level 8, it would be a +8. And at a level 9,
oh,
it would
I
be a
see.
+9.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? We're gonna manually calculate all our totals. Screw it.
Masters
Yeah,
in
I
accounting,
thought.
everybody.
Well, I would have had it set up if it wasn't. I totally forgot about your dwarf thing. So I could do
we
it, but
can
now it's
manually
just
calculate
taken.
mine. You can have your fancy formula for everybody else's.
No, math for one, math for all.
Yeah, math. I agree with that.
I appreciate that.
We're gonna delete the totals here.
Oh, we're doing it manually? But I
Yeah, we're
like
just doing it.
formulas.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live.
Wow, you're
Okay.
really double dipping on the same
Yeah.
reference.
Yeah.
It's like twice in one recording already.
And it's like a
Wait,
really old
Was
one,
that
right?
was that
Like that's
first
like
one? It is an old one, but wasn't
It's
the
like
first wasn't the first
2008.
one cut? I thought we cut out the first
yeah, I
time I
think I
said that.
actually might have cut that.
So I'm keeping
So-
track of when I say we'll do it live.
2008 Bill O'Reilly. Very timely reference.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's roll HP. Okay. Liam.
Alright.
All
I don't know
right.
how you want to do it. Do you want to roll one at a time or do you want to just roll the whole shebang?
Let's do one at a time for the sake of drama.
Okay. Addie, do you want to take us back to roll 20?
Starting
Okay.
out wicked strong
Oh, you
with a
got
two.
two!
2, 7,
All right. Just
Two.
oscillating here.
5,
Oh,
8.
8.
I'm only rolling 6 times. Yeah,
I think that's
that's 6.
perfect. So that gives you 37 plus we multiply your constitution modifier, which is a +2 because of the 14.
Yep.
Times 7. So +2 times 7
14.
for 51 total, I think.
Sounds good.
Wait, where did we get that 37 from? Is that just the sum of all of his dices, or is
That's
he
the
just
sum of all his dice rolls. Yep.
we're not
plus
having a
the
drop one
8
option
he
here?
starts with.
Sorry, Alex, what did you say?
Do you want to add a drop one option, DM?
No, not for
Oh.
HP.
Okay, fine.
Next person,
Alright. Oh shoot, that's me.
the
Okay.
notoriously lucky one.
Shut up.
You were a
Also, what's
hatchling
your-
in a previous life.
I really was. What
Is
it?
your roll a d10, I think?
Oh yeah, it's 1d10. And that's a really good example of what my luck looks like on a near daily basis.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Next.
Anyways.
Six. Next one, 4. Next one. Another 4. 2 more. 6. Big roll here. 3.
This is
Okay.
why I have that hill dwarf thing going for me. It's literally just to make up for the fact that as a player, I can't
So
roll to quite
34.
literally save my life.
That's a 34 total plus 7 times your constitution modifier. So you have a 16 in constitution. So that's a 3. And then you have the Hildor thing too, right? Which is a +1 for every level.
Mm-hmm.
You're level 7, so that's another +7. Gets you to a total of 62.
62? Yay!
Yeah.
Nice.
Love that.
Wow.
Alex,
According to my guide, I'm a 1d6.
I think that's right.
Okay, that seems very squishy compared to 1d10, but it is what it is. Uh, roll 1d6. And we're rolling the 7 times for 7 levels, right?
Roll 6 times because you get your full 6 on level 1 for free. So 6, another 6.
Oh, gotcha. Because you're giving us one. All right.
3, 2.
You put in 2 twos, just one two.
Yeah, I know. I'll replace it on the next one. 5,
And then
4.
That is some pretty solid
Four.
rolling.
They're very solid
See?
rolls.
Nice.
Yeah.
gotta get the good rolls.
Alex, this makes up for your HP from the last campaign.
Yeah, I think I was super squishy then.
I think we were at level 3 and she rolled 3 ones.
Damn.
She was a wizard also.
They're supposed to be
Sorcerer, but
squishy.
Yeah. So that can't have
Um,
helped.
30 plus your constitution modifier is your constitution score is a 12. So that's a +1 modifier. So 7 times 1 is 7, so it's just a +7. And you don't have any fancy bonuses, right?
No.
Okay. 37.
Okay, we can live with that.
Cleric of Life. Let's see how much life you actually have.
Wow. Well, I'm at the end of my rope a little bit, so I'm not expecting it to be too high. But
Either these are going to be great rolls for mechanics, or they're going to be great rolls for lore. You can't lose.
exactly. Since I'm multi-classing, I'm doing 5 d8s and 1 d10, for the 1 d10 being for ranger. So I'm assuming
So
I'll
for
just
first
get.
level, yeah, you could say you started off as a ranger to min max.
No, I don't want to do that. It's okay.
So well, I
Um,
mean, would your character have started off as a cleric, or would they have started off as a ranger?
Started as a cleric, and then because they were on
Okay.
the front lines for so long in the
They got-
wilderness, yeah,
So you're gonna get. Is the cleric a D8?
d8, correct.
D8, right? Because that's what we did for Liam. Is the ranger also D8?
No, d10.
D10. Okay.
So at the end, I'll roll 1 d10.
Roll 1d10. Perfect.
All right, here we go. All right.
4.
Hold on.
4. 1.
Ooh.
4. 3. Oh, scratch that one because that one should have been the D10.
Oh,
So
no, because
roll
I
that.
thought I need to roll 5 d8s and 1
Did you
1d10.
4? Wait, sorry. 4. Oh, sorry, I missed one. Okay. I thought you had an extra one in there. So 4, 1, 4, 3. Okay, yeah. 2.
Cool.
Now you're D10. Yep, that was my bad.
Oh, she's squishy.
We're embracing the role play.
She gonna be squishy. All right.
A
That's
squishy
a total
grappler.
of
That's
20.
That was my code name in the army.
Squishy grappler. That's
All right.
23 from your rules. 23 plus your I keep saying constitutional score. Constitution score is 14. That's a +2 on the ability modifier. So 2 times 7 is 14. It's gonna be a total of 37.
Wait, hold on.
Same as Alex.
Can we,
Hey.
Clara, by any chance, do you want to maybe change your wisdom and constitution if you need to be bulkier?
Her spellcasting is her
Nah.
wisdom. So she also needs her wisdom.
Oh, she does? Never mind. Sorry.
All good. I appreciate that though. It's okay. Grandma's gonna be squishy. She's
Look,
been
I'll
off of the
just
front lines.
Grandma's
I'll
popping
just
those
make
good
sure to
berries
get
like they're her
Revivify.
pills. You should have one of those like days of the week pill boxes. You know the ones that say like Monday, Tuesday,
I
Wednesday.
love that.
And she opens it up.
You
and
mean
it's-
this?
Yeah, exactly that. And she opens them, and it's just good berries for every day to keep her health up.
Okay. That's HP. Next question is your scores. So each of you should have a character, and we're going to do these in Roll20. So each of you should have a character sheet available in Roll20. We're going to port all your modified scores from the sheet and just edit directly.
Okay. For those of you who are watching, because I'm controlling the video, you guys are just going to see mine. Because I don't have access to anybody else's
Yep.
character sheets.
I'm going to watch you do it on yours so I can copy.
Okay.
Wait.
Why
Also, don't create a new one. They should already
Oh.
exist and be shared
Yeah,
with you.
I'm not seeing any of them
Uh-oh.
populated.
Yours should be named just Liam, and you should be able to see it.
I
Yeah,
don't
but it
see
doesn't
anything.
look
I
like a
feel
standard character sheet. It just says bio and info, and it's blank, and I can't edit anything.
Here, let me test something out.
Okay.
yeah, I don't have anything on my end.
Addie, can you try yours again?
Sure. It's same thing.
Same thing.
Give me just
Um,
1 second.
Okay, you can just
Cough drop.
you can create one then,
Okay.
and we'll just change. Yeah.
Alright, token and avatar to be determined. That is a crazy name.
Yeah, it
That is
auto
a
generates
crazy
those.
default name. It says Fis Kuaklau.
Do you want that to be your character's name?
Absolutely not. Are we doing last names? Do I need to come up with a last name for this character too?
I think you should go with Kuklaka Clow.
No, I'm good. I don't want to do that.
Each of your characters is high up enough in society where you will need a last name.
Okay.
Maybe with the exclusion of maybe Tara's character, if you want to be someone who was like low born and then kind of made your way up in life, that's possible. The others might have last names. But that's
The
up to you.
fish bottoms have a long and storied history.
She's the only one who has a last name.
Okay.
Came
Yeah.
to this call with
Right,
a last
right, I
name.
forgot
I'm pretty
that.
sure.
Fish bottom.
Except Liam, does your character have a last name?
Yeah, Nevis.
Okay, so they both have last names already. They came to this call with last names in mind.
Wait, Michael, am I supposed to be seeing like the character sheet that you already made for me, or do you want
You just make one.
We're
It's
gonna
fine.
make
Okay.
our own. Do you have any particular naming conventions for dwarves in this world?
Not really. Most dwarves I have named have been kind of just standard English-y names.
English names.
Yeah, if you wanna do something more creative than that, run it by me. But like if you want to do something more creative, that's totally okay.
Okay, because I was going to take like because the dwarves are, or at least like my type of dwarf is from an island, I was going to take some inspo from like Polynesia.
That sounds cool.
Or
That sounds. You
I
could do.
don't
I
know,
think
what
that
other
would
islands
work.
can I think of? I immediately thought
I
of the
mean,
islands I'm most familiar with.
Britain, British names.
Iceland.
Iceland.
You could do. Yeah, you could do like Scandinavian names. Those would fit.
Just Sicily and do like a super Italian dwarf.
Giovanni.
Yeah.
You know, it's because the Dwarven Island is where Hawaii is relative to the US. So I was gonna be like, Native Hawaiian or like Polynesian names. But I think that for dwarves, Scandinavian makes more sense, just like from a fantasy perspective.
I see no reason why there can't be a Polynesian dwarf.
Right? Maybe like the mountain dwarves can be Scandinavian dwarves, and the hill dwarves can be Polynesian dwarves.
Hmm.
Okay, you know, I'm just gonna put name pending. We can do everything else later.
That's fine.
Okay. Edit sheet directly. So let's just fill
So the
out
important
everything.
things to do right now are going to be to select your skills / proficiencies. Everything else I can fill out for you offline. But I think, unless if your class is weird, you should have 3 skills from your class that like your class gives you a list and you can choose 3 out of like the 5 or 6 that it gives you. And then you get 2 more on top of that that are random and you can choose whatever you want.
Because you give us +2 instead of background, right? I forgot about that. And then human gives us 1. Variant human gives us 1 feat. Is that 1 feat of any choice? Sorry, not feat, skill.
Variant human gives you a skill.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It gives us
yeah,
1 skill. Okay, 1 skill of your
yeah.
choice. All right.
So it would be 6, I guess, then for you, if you're a variant human.
That's a very lot of skills.
Actually, I think cleric only gives 2 skills.
They might give 2, might give 3. I know some vary. I think like Bard gives a crazy amount of them, but Bard's also weird.
Yeah. Starting proficiencies, choose 2 from history, insight, medicine, persuasion, or religion.
Damn, sucks to be a cleric.
Yeah, Alex, double check yours too to make
I'm
sure.
3. I
You're
checked.
3. Okay.
What are the checkbox for saving throws for again? I'm like blinking.
You get those from your class, but I can put those in later because those are automatically assigned based on your class.
Oh, strength and constitution. So I just put the checks there.
You can put those in if you want now, or you can save it for later. It doesn't matter for me.
Okay, how many skills do we get? I get 2 from my class, and then
And you get 2 on top of that, unless if you have like variant human or a feat that gives you a skill or something like that.
okay, so total.
So I think Alex said
4
variant
based
humans
on-
get.
Yeah, variant human say 1. It says so in the description. 1 skill and 1 feat. Wait, but Addie, you're not a variant human. You're a dwarf.
I'm a dwarf. but the fighter gets 2 skills, and then the 2 that Michael gives.
So you only
us,
get 4.
and so I
Yeah.
get 4.
I have room for 3 skills, 3 skills of anything. So if you guys need me to fill out a niche, let me know.
Has anyone fully decided their skills?
I mean, I guess we should probably just like talk about like, do we want to balance these or do we just want to go based on backstories?
If you're going off of story, I assume both clerics need to get religion, but that sounds a little
Yeah.
useful too.
Yeah. I think I'm doing. If it'll come back, where did it go? I don't even know which. Okay, I'm gonna do insight and religion.
All right.
What do you think?
I think that makes sense. I will then maybe shift elsewhere.
No. I could do something else. I don't mind.
I currently have both sleight of hand and stealth as our team's fake rogue, I guess. And obviously also Arcana and Medicine for lore reasons. But still at 2 left, so if you guys need me to do anything, let me know.
I went purely based off of lore, and even though I dumped intelligence, I did proficiencies in Arcana and History, which are intelligence-based checks. And then I did insight and perception.
Okay. I think I'm gonna do, yeah, just like pretty int
Oh,
wisdom build, but
Tara, I didn't notice what you said, but if I remember correctly, I think like grappling's an athletics based thing. I need to double check,
Right.
but you might want to think about that.
Well, I don't. From what I'm seeing here, I don't know if as a cleric I can choose athletics. It doesn't seem to be listing it as one of the things I can pick
But
from.
you
you
have
should
the
have 2
two.
others. Yeah.
2 more of
Oh, so I can do like one of any choice and
So
2.
you have the ones from your cleric, right? You have
Yes.
1 from variant human, and then on top of that, you have 2 more that I let you do from any because those are the ones that are replacing the backgrounds.
Got you. Okay. Then, and there are really no limits on what those 2 can be?
No limits.
Amazing. So then I think I know what I'm doing
I don't
for
think anyone's taken
once.
investigation, so I'll take investigation, I
I
guess.
I took investigation.
Oh, you did?
I mean, if you want it because you've got a better int score than I do, feel free.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I took investigation for now, but if you want me to get off it, I don't mind. Also
Oh,
took
that's fine.
nature for lore reasons.
Okay, I have my 5 abilities.
Oh, you
Should
read
I
that?
say them aloud or not?
Is anyone else
Yeah,
taking
sure. Here, let
five
me
or
grab
not?
a
Oh,
pencil
sorry.
So
and paper. And
also,
let's just.
Tara, I checked on the grappling thing. It's if you're grappling someone else, they have to roll against your strength and they roll their athletics or acrobatics.
Got it. Okay. So it's just my base strength. I
Your
don't
base
need
strength.
athletics. Okay.
Technically, unless if you're worried about like you grapple someone and they grapple you back.
Mm,
But
All right.
yeah, I don't know how worried
nah,
about it. Okay, yeah.
no one's gonna grapple Granny. All right. I am choosing, based on the fact that she has spent much of her time out in the wilderness fighting orcs. So a lot of her things will be a combination of religious and nature based. So nature, persuasion, religion, insight, and animal handling. Any objections?
No objections. I was just
Tara,
wondering,
can
would
you
your
say
character
yours
want
again? Because I
survival?
want to get them on. Because I think you accidentally clicked the character mancer on Roll20, which is going to be annoying for me when I
Yeah.
go in and edit later.
Ooh,
But
let me
you're
fix
fine.
that then.
Just say them. I fixed it. Just say the ones you chose again.
Okay. Nature, persuasion,
Sorry.
relig-
Nature, persuasion. Okay. Religion.
religion,
Mm-hmm.
insight, and
Insight.
animal handling.
Perfect. Thank you. Does everyone else want to go around and share?
Sure. I'm just adjusting so we have less overlap. I'm going with Arcana, history, medicine, perception, and survival.
Oh, we do have a lot of overlap. I can take other things.
You don't want to do
No.
religion?
I mean, I can get rid of some stuff. I just figured if someone else has religion covered.
Sure.
I have Arcana, History, Perception, and Insight. I only took Arcana and History because of the whole like rune carver thing. They were the most like I like to make magic things.
Yeah.
Liam, it might make more sense if
Actually, yeah, if
you
Addie
take the
doesn't,
religion and then Addie takes the Arcana. Yeah.
yeah, I'll take religion then.
I guess I can go. I have 6, so I took Arcana, History, Investigation, Medicine, Sleight of Hand, and Stealth.
Nice.
Mostly lore-based reasons, but if any of you guys needs me to change something, then I definitely can.
You're good.
Who's our charisma person? Because we have not filled in any of the charisma.
Branny.
Yes. Hold on. I have persuasion.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
But we don't have either deception or intimidation.
I can trade my insight for deception.
I can trade my history for intimidation.
I have a -1 in charisma, so I'm not the person to be doing this.
Yeah, I'm 0 on charisma, so not my cup of tea.
I also have 0 in charisma, but I'm happy to trade my history for intimidation because it seems like 2 people already have it.
Oh wait, my
And it
character.
could be like get bigger, you know, intimidation.
Ooh.
It could work for me. I'm happy to take it. I might switch my stats around again and I will make it what it was before. I drop my intelligence. And then my Arcana's at a 3, now my intimidation's at a 4.
I think it sounds like we've got pretty broad-based coverage, so I think I don't need to tinker too much more.
Okay. Michael, just to let you know, I have dropped insight and I have replaced it with deception.
That's fine. Did you mark it off on Roll20?
No. So I'm wondering, do you want me to delete the character I created since I did it in Character Mancer?
It works. It works. Now.
Okay.
So it's fine. You can click the stuff on Roll20 now. You should be good.
All right.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Here, actually, I'm just going to make a new sheet for overlap, just because I did not fully track what everyone has.
It should save on Roll20, but if you want, after today's session, I can port the stuff on Roll20 onto your own sheets.
Yeah.
Okay, all good with skills?
Yeah, I just double checked everything for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about weapons and armor now.
Yeah.
So I want like preferences for your characters are going to be pretty wealthy, so you can basically choose any basic type of weapon or armor you want, and I'll give those in your inventory when we start. So like if you want plate armor, you can get plate armor. If you want, light armor, whatever, the like studded leather, which is like the best light armor, you can have that. If you want like a great sword, you can have a great sword. I know that like having plate armor might not work for like Alex or something.
I'm only allowed light armor.
You have to have a proficiency, otherwise I think there's certain penalties, which if you really want to, I could look up.
I'm not getting plates. I was just looking at padded and what is it called? Leather.
I have proficiencies with all armor, so it doesn't really matter what I get. Right?
You can have plate.
Granny would like plate armor, please.
Granny
Yeah, I
can
think
have
I'm
plate
gonna
armor.
go with plate as well.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna each on your Google sheet, just write in your inventory plate armor as like item 1. The other thing is for those of you who do want plate armor, consider that sometimes maybe like if you're walking in the city or you get ambushed at night, you might not be wearing your plate armor. So if you want, like, I want one suit of plate armor, and then if I'm sneaking around, I want leather armor or something like that. That's totally possible for you, especially the Inquisitors, because you guys are gonna have a lot of money to deck yourself out. So if you want like 2 suits of armor, or like I want a great sword for like these types of situation, but I want a rapier for these types of situation, that's fine.
I'm
Yeah.
looking at this list of, sorry, go ahead.
No, you go. You go.
I was looking at the list of light armor, and there's only seems to be 3 padded leather and studded leather. Is that correct?
I think there's also hide, unless I'm making that up.
Hide is for
Um,
medium armor,
Oh, okay,
apparently.
then it's yeah. I think that's correct. Then there's probably 3.
Okay, then I'll take studded leather because all I can do is light armor.
Okay, write that down on your
Okay, gotcha.
tab.
Am I gonna be slower if I have heavy armor on?
No, the penalty with heavy armor is 1, you have disadvantage on stealth,
Mhm.
and 2, any like role play type things. So, for example, if there's an enemy spellcaster and they use heat metal on your
my favorite
armor, you're gonna
spell.
be like, oh crap, now I have to like you're basically like ruining your armor to get it off. Um, or if you're on a ship and you fall off the ship, you're gonna start drowning unless you like quickly cut off and like ruin your plate armor.
Gotcha. Do I want plate armor then?
And she just get both because Michael just said they were wealthy, so you guys can have a bunch of armor.
I know,
Yeah, if
but
you want to have
knowing who I
multiple
am as a
sets.
player, I'm not gonna remember to take the plate armor off and then put the plate armor back on. You know what I mean?
But also, Addy, like you don't have to explicitly say, now I am taking my plate armor on, like putting it on, or I'm taking it off. You can be like, when we're going on an adventure, we're gonna be sailing. Whenever I'm on deck, I'm gonna have my plate armor on, but if I'm in my cabin, it's gonna be off. And you
Okay.
could just say that, and like we don't have to be like, or like, when we go out into the wilderness, I'm gonna have my plate armor on, but when we're in the city, I'm gonna have just the leather armor or something like that. You
Okay.
can say
I
that.
might take plate armor and the breastplate then. I think I'm gonna
Perfect.
very rarely use the plate armor.
Okay. Make sure you write that down for me.
Is weight gonna be a huge issue for us? How do you work with that?
Yes, we're gonna be traveling around. It's gonna depend on the type of transportation we're taking. So if we're on a ship, it can go like in the luggage of the ship. That's fine. If we're like traveling on foot and you want to bring like your 5 different suits of armor for every single situation, you might need to like carry along a wagon, and that could be inconvenient. So it's gonna depend on you.
Okay, so like walking with the heavy armor is not gonna make me slower. Or like
Mechanically, no.
okay.
But if you want to like have your breastplate and then you also want to like bring your plate armor in your luggage, then we're gonna have to figure out a way that you can carry all that stuff.
Gotcha.
Okay, I think that'll be my loadout.
With some plate armor, studded leather armor, a shield, a short sword / scythe, a dagger, and a morning star. Nice. Is there a reason you're taking a short sword, not a long sword?
I just like the one-handed play and finesse.
Oh, can't you do
Oh,
longsword?
longsword is versatile. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll do a longsword instead then.
Look at me being a kind DM and giving you that extra
Yeah.
D8 instead of the D6.
What does versatile mean? Does versatile mean I can have 2 hammers? Can I dual wield 2
Means-
hammers?
So like you can dual wield short swords. I don't think you can dual wield long swords. I think that's what that means.
But it usually means that like if you're double handing it, you get an upgrade. So like a
Yeah.
longsword goes from a
Oh, you're
D8
right.
to a
I
D10.
was wrong. Don't listen to me. That's what that means.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. So can I dual wield hammers then? I would like to do that. I'm gonna take
That's
2 of those.
hilarious. I love that.
That is
Okay.
cool. I'm looking
Since
for.
the Inquisitors are loaded, I think I'm also gonna do a hand crossbow.
Perfect. Addie, what weapon do you take?
I took 2 war hammers.
So that's what you. So you're relying on what I said, which was wrong. Versatile means you can either use it in one hand or hold it with 2 hands.
Okay.
If you
so
want to
if I
dual
want to-
wield,
Mhm.
if you want to dual wield, I think that might be the. It's the light property. So if a weapon says light, you can dual
Yeah.
wield with it.
Um,
So scimitars, short swords, which is why I said Liam should take a short sword because he wants to have a shield. He doesn't want to dual wield.
can
So
I take
scimitar, short
a
swords.
hammer and a light weapon? Will that, or do they both have to be light weapons?
That's a good question.
Let's see.
Wait, real fast. If unless it says finesse, everything else is strength, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, in that case, I don't really have a lot of options.
So as long as you have the dual wielder feat, you can dual wield versatile weapons as long as they say light as well.
But I don't have
Yeah.
the dual wielder feat, unfortunately. I was going to try and take the 2 weapon fighting style, but I don't think that lets me do anything more than just like be more powerful with 2 weapons.
It gives your, I think, proficiency bonus to your offhand, which usually doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Okay, so am I allowed to do hammer and knife?
Um, Let's see what Reddit says. No, it has to be both light weapons unless if you have a special feat.
Gotcha. In that case, I will not be dual wielding. The hammer is too important for like lore and aesthetic purposes.
You can have like the, I forget what it's called, like the super heavy hammer. That's like the two-handed one.
Warhammer, it's only one hand.
Is there not a?
Hmm?
I thought there was a two-handed one.
Michael, do you want us to put down our weapons on the character
On
sheet?
on the Google sheet where it
On
says
Google
inventory.
sheet?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't realize this. Whoops.
You're good. It's the maul, Addie.
The maul.
I think a maul's like a
that a
type of
hammer?
hammer. I thought so.
It's I don't know how to describe it.
Oh,
I have
you just Google it.
I'm looking
Yeah,
it up
it's
as well.
not. It's not. I don't think it's exactly a hammer.
I want a hammer.
Oh no, it is. It is like a hammer. Yeah. Look it up.
I also have a mall because I want to be Grand Mall.
Oh my god, that's incredible.
That's amazing.
That brings me so much joy. I love that.
The war pick doesn't specify its weight. Maybe that, or it doesn't specify whether it's heavy or light. Anyway, maybe that's reasonable to be dual wielded because it
war
weighs
pick.
2 pounds, which there are light weapons that are listed as being heavier than that.
If war pick was light, it would say light.
Yeah.
So it's not
Also,
light.
my warhammer is also 2 pounds, and apparently that's not a light weapon.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
I feel like at some point, can I at some point get strong enough to wield 2 hammers?
Just take the feet.
But then my feet touched.
Well, trade-offs, choices.
Michael, how many darts am I allowed to carry?
As many as you want within reason. Think about what like a reasonable person in your condition would have.
That depends on your definition of reasonable, but what is a reasonable amount of darts?
I mean, I've been getting the impression that your character is like the guy from Falling Down, who's just like, had a really awful day and is going absolutely berserk. So I think you should have as much ammo as you want.
Okay. The reason I was hesitating is because my character throws bombs anyway, so I don't know how much the darts will be useful, but might as well have more. Okay, I'm gonna add in 500 darts.
So I don't know if that's reasonable.
Okay.
So okay, so here's the question. You might have 500 darts laying at home, but really what we're trying to capture on the inventory sheet is like how many darts do you carry around on your person?
I
Well,
think something like 60 seems reasonable, right?
If you have like if your character is gonna have like a huge pouch of darts, like 60 is fine.
Okay, realistically, he's not gonna have that, but I don't know how this campaign starts off. Maybe there's a shift in mood that makes it.
You're starting off at home.
Okay, fine. I'll put in 25 darts. What is wrong with this calculation?
Don't worry about weight stuff. I'll do that all for you.
Okay,
Yeah,
because the
just-
formula wasn't working for whatever reason.
And also, we're gonna track all the inventory stuff on the Google Sheets, not Roll20, just because that's gonna be easier. Except for weapons, because weapon attacks you can roll weapon attacks through Roll20, but that'll be the only exception.
Well, and I think everyone in this party has a bag of holding too.
Oh, we should, for
I
the
don't
sake of
know
room,
about that.
we should put your bag of holding in my bag of holding and, just
Yeah,
save some
Yeah.
room.
Yeah.
I think Tara. I don't think Tara really wants to play because she's planning on ending the campaign in session 0. Do not put bags of holding in other bags of holding. Bad things start to happen.
So what if there's a nuclear fallout? Like, live a little, Michael.
I also might give your characters like some cool custom things, but I'm gonna think about that.
I like cool custom things.
Michael, I want my character to carry around a slime. Do I need to include the weight for that?
It depends on how you're. How much would a slime weigh?
It's a slime. It's not very heavy, right? How
Yeah,
much?
you can just put down slime in your
Okay.
and write in parentheses living, because I think like when I first hear slime, you just have like some weird liquidy slime in your pocket.
Wait, what did you want me to put in parentheses?
Yeah, no, that's fine. Cute is
Alive.
fine.
Slime,
Okay.
parentheses, alive.
Just ye old bottle of slime.
It's gonna be a very cute slime. Well, I mean, cute to his eyes at least.
No, I think the Fey touched is too important for the lore. I think it's too important.
Is there anything else you need us to do?
Once everyone figures this stuff out, I will ask, I think, a couple more things. But I think we're almost done.
What's the difference between a maul and a warhammer? Do we think 2d6 bludgeoning is better than 1d8 bludgeoning?
Yeah, absolutely.
1d8 averages 4.5, and what 2d6 is the alternative. They average 7 together.
Oh, okay. In that case, I might take a maul.
I don't know if it matters, but in general, I like to say more dice better than less die because that way you don't get fucked over as much if you have one
Yep.
bad one.
That's
Decreasing your
true.
standard deviation.
Yeah.
Can we just call it a really big hammer? I just want a really big hammer.
Well, what are you trying to do?
I want the aesthetic of a really big hammer with as much firepower as
I
can
mean, a
possibly imagine.
maul. Your maul thing is a big hammer,
Okay. I'm
right?
gonna get a maul then. I'm never gonna call it a maul. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to
That's
call it
fine.
a hammer forever. Okay.
That's fine.
Is there anything else I need? Armor, weapon.
I feel like at least a couple of our characters would constantly correct you on that then.
I volunteer.
Actually.
Oh, actually.
Actually.
As a person who makes this shit for a living, I can call it what I want. And that is how my character would respond. Can I have like a small hammer too?
Yeah.
No, just to have. And also for like, I don't know, on the go work. I also want a knife
It's all okay.
for like carving purposes.
As long as you don't ask for a wand of power word kill, we're good.
Can I have one?
No.
Damn it. Unfortunate. Is a dagger really useful if I have smith tools? Wouldn't that also have a knife? Whatever. Dagger. Okay. I'll put in weights and stuff probably later.
Terror cleric's not proficient with longbows. That's why you're taking short bow.
So I gave her a short bow and a short sword because she's short, and I figured she would be offended by anything that was tall and or not short.
Oh, your character and my character are gonna get along great.
It's gonna be like the Spider-Man meme, like.
I meant
This
that
is looking
sarcastically.
60. Oh.
I did in fact mean that sarcastically.
Oof.
I think we will get along in certain senses, but the fact that my character can grow to be very tall and will therefore just call herself tall all the time, I think that will be a really interesting dynamic to explore.
I have no qualms with that. I think that'll be great.
I think it'll be funny.
Okay, all good on inventory, at least tentatively.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I want to just ask a couple questions about each of your preferences for backstory before I, say something in session zero and you're like, wait, I don't want that for my character.
Mhm.
I mean, I'll start with Liam. I think Liam and I are on the same page because we're just continuing off where he left off in the previous campaign. And so that, unless if you have something that you would have wanted to do in the meantime between the start of this campaign, the end of the last campaign, time wise, it's only going to be like a couple of months that passed. I think you're muted. I can't hear you.
Yeah, I was muted. I was saying, yeah, if it was only a couple of months, I would have like had to have spent all that time like setting myself back up in Solanas or something like that. So
Okay,
it
so you
doesn't
would have
make
wanted
sense
to
for
go
me.
back to Solanas rather than stay in Wagsburg because you ended.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Um, who's next on our? I always forget our order up here on the
Oh,
screen.
that's me.
Addie. Okay. Do you want any particular things in your backstory, like where you come from, were you rich, were you poor, and also how did you make it? Because you're gonna be, you and Alex's character are gonna also be in Solanas. Your shop is gonna be in Solanas, and so you're a dwarf who's not kind of in your dwarf homeland. If you want to think about, there is a very big conflict going on the island right now, so that could be a potential reason for why you left, but it also could have been you left a lot earlier.
Mm,
Solanas is supposed to be like super cosmopolitan, so it like makes
Yes.
sense that you'd end up there.
yeah. I'd like to imagine, I think. I don't know, I think of my character again, I'm still Googling names. Name pending. Um as a character that left their homeland in pursuit of like higher knowledge and more like interesting things, I would considering. Wait, hold on. Did I get rid of this or not? I forget. Oh, no, I do still have that Arcana proficiency. Okay. I don't know what the culture is like on the island. I'm gonna assume that there's not a whole lot of magic schools.
So, as Liam said, Solanas is, I think it might be, I'd have to double check my lore tables, but I think it's the second biggest city in this whole region. So, like as Liam said correctly, it is very cosmopolitan. There are magic schools in Solanas. As a dwarf, any like artifact making education that you can get will be better on the Dwarven Island. If you're talking about like wizard type magic education, it will be better in Solanas.
I'm talking wizard type magic education.
Wizard type, so yeah, that'll be Solanas is a great place to
Okay,
do
so
that and learn about
here's the
that.
deal, right? I would like to assume that my character, again, still name pending, comes from a pretty long line of blacksmiths and like armor makers. But doesn't really have a whole lot of interest in the making of like the artifacts itself. That's why like a hammer is a hammer to this character, no matter how big the hammer is. A hammer is a hammer. And rather it's like what you do with it that like really makes the difference, right? And instead they've always been like very interested in magic, and so left the island at a pretty young age to seek a magical education on the mainland.
Got it.
Upon arriving on the mainland, however, and looking into magical education, maybe like attending a wizard school, she found that she really has no like aptitude for the type of wizard like magic. So the type of magic that requires you to like learn other people's spells and write that down. She's just not that kind of person, and this is not what she thought magic would be like. So she drops out of wizard school. And see, this doesn't have to be in the city that she ends up settling. But she drops out of wizard school, wherever wizard school may be, and begins traveling the peninsula, trying to learn more about magic from sources other than books. Through her travels, she meets people who are artisans in a different way. People who, instead of like working in metal, work in gems, and imbue magic. So she meets a lot of artificers, who instead of like being all blacksmithy and like making stuff from scratch and caring a lot about like weapons and armors, have branched out into like more creative aspects of making stuff. And it is there that she learns how to carve runes. She learns about the art of rune carving, which is an art form, according to Wikidot, that belongs to giants, and so probably is not a dwarven thing. But throughout her travels, she learns more about like rune carving, and figures that like this is it for her. It's magic in a different sense, in a more practical sense, where she can like see and feel where the magic is. And yeah. And then for the rest of it, like as for how she gets to the magic shop, I'd like to hear what Alex has in mind for her character before I get into that.
I think before Alex talks, I think the way we make this work, because there's not a lot of artificers in general in this area. There are a lot of artificers on the Dwarven Island. The only other place there's a really high amount of artificers is in the one place there are mountain dwarfs in the Skypeakers range. And so I think the way you can do your character is you kind of start to learn about all this rune making and artifice stuff on your Dwarven Island, but you were like, there's not enough for me to learn here. And so you decide to travel to the mountain dwarfs and then kind of get an education there. And then we can figure out how you go from there to meeting Alex's characters. That sound okay?
But then her motivation for leaving the island is kind of shot, I think. If they both do the type of.
They both do a certain amount of artifice work, but it could be like there's levels to this game, and you kind of like maxed out your thing. You're like, I wanna go farther. Unless that doesn't work for you. In that case.
I don't know. Can I think about it some more while I hear
Yeah.
from other people?
Yep. Alex, you wanna go?
Yeah, sure. My character background can be fairly flexible. The things that I had in mind is that my character is going to be pretty grumpy and pissy, and I want his background to somewhat reflect that. So, for example, one of the things is that he wanted to be like, I don't know, like a higher wizard, like pursue wizard education, but for whatever reason, because he didn't have enough money or like the leisure for it, he had to settle for more practical means of making money. So he's not very happy to be in this position. He is not happy at all taking noble commissions, but it's just kind of like he's burnt out with life and he's very pissy about it, was like my thought. So that like if Addie's character ends up coming here because they want to learn more about runes and like artificing, and my character is kind of like looking down on that, that could also be a pretty big source of conflict for them.
Why are you always trying to fight with me, Alex? Okay, context. In the last campaign, her character didn't like my character either.
Okay, my character actually, I think he did like you.
Really? Because I couldn't tell.
She was just a little spicy on the outside, but she did like you. Yeah.
Art imitates life, I suppose.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah, so like in terms of how variable you want to make it for your world, I'm open to suggestions, but in general, I do want some sort of like means for him to kind of get burnt out with like a lot of the cosmopolitan society that's surrounding him. Like he sees it as all kind of fake and annoying, and like he's very happy to be out of it for whatever reasons this campaign like propels him on.
I think one really good kind of element we could play into that is this region of the world has like almost a magic shop monopoly by this one family, and it's called the Clavian Guild. And in all like the major cities, they own like the most fancy magic shop where they sell like the most fancy potions, the most fancy scrolls, the most fancy items. And we could do something where maybe your character had a falling out with one of those people, and that's like the most lucrative job, but because you had a falling out with one of like the higher ups there, you didn't get that job, and you're now kind of upset because like you kind of have your own shop, all the really best deals kind of go to them, and like you get the second rate ones, and that could be an element of it.
Yeah, I think that's fine. And then I don't know how my character comes across Addie's. Like, is Addie going to recruit me or am I going to recruit Addie?
Which city are we talking about? Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where
Stellaris.
we are in the
It's
map section.
it's number 17. I'm gonna go crazy with
17.
my
It's like the donut-shaped island off
Yep.
the west coast of the.
This one?
Hmm.
Ah. All right, here's our island, guys. Okay. There's a metropolitan city on this island? Oh, is that this one?
Yep.
Gotcha.
It looks very cute.
It's very little.
Yeah, I guess we'll sort out during session 0 how exactly our characters get together. My guess is that they teamed up for practical reasons more than ideological.
The other question is, Addie, as dwarves can grow really old, how old do you want to be?
If I remember correctly, dwarves are still considered pretty young until the age of 50.
Yeah.
So I want to say like 45.
Okay. So you're young, you're really young for a dwarf, but kind of old
For a human?
for a human.
Yep.
Perfect.
Are there a lot of
Um,
dwarves in this city? Like, would there be any sort of racism against them, or are they common?
As
So
soon as I told
Solonis,
Michael I was gonna be a dwarf, he smiled and said, racism.
Solonis is going to be an exception for the human cities because it's so metropolitan and because it's so close to the Dwarven Island. There's not a lot of dwarfs, but there's enough to where like they're kind of integrated into society. And if you see a dwarf, walking around, no one's gonna like be pointing fingers or like, saying anything. And generally, you're not gonna experience a ton of racism against dwarves in Solanas or really in like this in the Cambros region.
Okay.
Outside of that, yeah. Um, People are going to be like, oh, wow, that's a dwarf. And sometimes it might be kind of the like ignorance racism. Sometimes it might be like the, oh, we don't like you stinky dwarfs racism.
Gotcha. In that case, I'll probably make one of my good traits about my character is that they are not racist.
Thanks, Alex.
That would be a very interesting campaign.
Yeah, they're not racist. They're just an asshole. They dislike Addie's character because of who they are, not because they're a dwarf.
Thanks, Alex.
That's so much more personal.
Okay, that makes sense. We can sort out exactly how you meet during your session 0. The only point on that I would like to have is you guys have known each other for a while. So whether that's like 5 years or 15 years, you guys can decide, but you've known each other for some time.
Okay.
Tara. And I should start since you actually have a name. Edna, is that correct?
Edna, Miss Fishbottom,
Miss
Granny,
Fishbone?
call me what you wish.
Granny. Okay.
So,
Do you have yeah. You go ahead and then I'll do like you tell me what you want and I'll see if we need to do any modifications to fit. Or
truth be told, Granny hasn't had a home in a very long time. The Knights of the Steel Roses has been her home for ever. Um, before
which for
then,
reference, sorry to interrupt. We talked a little bit before we played, and for the viewers, the Knights of the Steel Roses are kind of on this frontier region where they're the kind of main cultural group of Misora is just starting to settle, and they kind of like it's kind of like the Wild West out there, except it's a fantasy world. So you've got orcs attacking you, dark elves attacking you, you've got tribesmen from the deep woods attacking you, and you're kind of surrounded on all sides by constant fighting and constant need to defend yourself.
now I was primarily stationed on the Orcish front. So a lot of my background, how dare you, Alex? I see that message. A lot of my background is in orc fighting, orc language, understanding orcish culture to a certain extent. But I'd like to think that, if this is possible, the reason why I chose to fight on that front and advocated to be stationed there rather than fighting against where the drow are or against the tribesmen is because I come from a village that dealt with orc raids when I was a young child. I'm wondering if there's anything like that maybe near the Troll King's Hills.
There's a couple of options. Addie, if you want to take us, let's actually go to the political map in the top left corner. There's a couple of regions that would be dealing with orcs. If you want like the threat of like constant orc raids, there's the good cities for that would be in the Empire of Drakia. That they're kind of on that also front line-ish against the orcs, but definitely not as far off in the wilderness as the Knights of Steel Roses. And if you're from that region, you might have encountered an orcish raid at some point. There's also in the southern Masurian Peninsula, below the mountains, they get some orcs sometimes, but they're not like the we're gonna raid your entire village orcs. They're like the we're gonna pick off travelers on the road. So they're not as
Mm.
common. So it depends, like if you want the backstory of like your entire village got decimated by orcs, that's one thing. If you want like, oh, I've seen some orcs before and I know what I'm doing, that's a different.
I think we should go all out. I'm thinking a village in the western part of the Empire of Drakia where they thought they were safe. They were far enough inland that they
Good.
wouldn't be subject to raids, so they weren't at all prepared. And keep in mind, this is a good maybe 75 years ago, but I don't know, somewhere around
Mhm.
95, 97. What do you think?
So 90, those are going to be way too far back, but something like 103 is going to be good. And also all the numbered places, they're like decently sized towns. So you
Oh,
can
okay.
also be from like a village that's not even on the map because it's so small. It has like 1,000 people, and so
I like that. I'm thinking small village vibes is good. So somewhere maybe just like directly south of 103
perfect.
and is a
For
small
reference,
village.
103. Let me pull up my lore sheet, but I'll get you the names too. You were asking me something, sorry.
No, just I think that's a good location. Gives her a motive for joining the army. She didn't just like wake up one day and think, I feel like fighting orcs. When she joined the army, she was actually 5'6", and over the years she has shrunk a foot. She needs to drink more milk. Her bone density is very bad. Uh,
Gotcha.
let's see.
So
Another
that
sponsorship
town
option.
is called Lowbrag, and I typed it out on the Google Doc that we have. But I'll say a village south of Lowbrag.
Thank you. I'd like to think that because she spent so much time on the Orcish front, she has learned Orcish as a language. She's
That's
been
fine.
involved. That's okay? Okay.
That's okay.
Uh, South of Lowbrag. Um, let's see. I think that's pretty much it for her background. The army's been her life. She worked her way up through the ranks, and that's how she got found as an inquisitor.
Okay. Is there any special thing you want to add to that, or is it kind of like you were just really, really cool, and then someone from the Inquisition came around and they're like, damn, there's this really good cleric. We should recruit her.
I think I was threatening to retire. Or no, you know what? No. They were trying to get me to retire because of my age, and I was refusing. So the Inquisitors were like, they kind of made a deal with the knights to
Okay.
get rid of me. Like,
Okay.
maybe we can recruit her to this other thing, get her off the front lines, because
Okay.
it's not good for optics to have an 84-year-old woman in the middle of battle.
Sure. That works.
Wait, does Granny and Liam's character have any former interactions? Sorry, not former, prior.
No.
No? Oh, okay.
None of your guys' characters will have had former. Well, I take that back. Alex and Addie, you guys will know each other. But you will know other characters that know. You will know NPCs that know the other characters.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Yep. And that'll be part of session 0 in session 1. Okay. Anything else? Any other comments for me? All good?
One thing is, I think she should have had some like in-depth wilderness, like roughing it for a bit as part of her training. There's a lot of woods up where the knights
Mhm.
work. Is there a particular area you would like her to have been in for that? Or is it kind of just unmarked since it's new territory?
It's pretty unmarked.
Got it. Well, she's been roughing it out in the woods, so
Perfect. Anyone else?
Okay, so I don't love
Mhm.
the blacksmithing to blacksmithing
Okay.
transition. I think it's too much blacksmithing, considering that my
Okay.
character is the type of character who does not care about the difference between a maul and a hammer. I feel like going from one blacksmith education to another blacksmith education is not the vibe.
Okay.
I still would like her to be very interested in just magic.
Mhm.
Do with that
I
what you
think,
will.
yeah, I think if you want to like travel around the world and learn specifically or in generally magic, that's totally fine. If you would
Yeah.
traveling around the world to learn artificing would be weird because there's not a ton of
No,
places.
I think the
Yeah.
motivation for leaving is that she like honestly does not care about blacksmithing
Okay.
at all. Like even at the job at the magic shop, sure, she makes armor, but that's because the runes need somewhere to sit. And she'd much rather be working on like runes for other things. She's playing with the idea of stitching runes into fabric and about
Okay.
like exploring mediums outside of metal.
I
But
get.
metal is what gets her
Gotcha.
money.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Okay, I've also named my character finally.
Yay, what's the
Yay. Okay.
Alex, have you
so-
named your character? Or still
No,
never? Okay.
I will let you know,
Okay.
but I will need to mull on it.
Okay, her first name is Aulani.
Alani?
I have to double check the correct pronunciation of that name, but
Okay.
I think it is Aulani. And then her last name is Ikaika.
Okay.
Spelled like that.
Perfect. Good?
Yep.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah, if you have any other things you want to add before we do our session 0, just let me know and we'll see what we can do. But I think that's all for character creation. So great job, everyone.
Yay.
And I look forward to actually starting our campaign next time. We'll see everyone in split up this time in our session 0s.
February 9th,
heck
correct?
yeah.
Yeah, gonna be fun.
Okay,
Okay,
we'll call it there.
See ya.
Bye.
All right. Have a good night, everyone.
Good
Bye.
Night,
night.
y'all.
Good night.